Welcome back to Souls and Swords. This is session number 15, entitled Kirgozler's Heroes. At the end of last session, Lord Kirgozler healed the wounded Broxgar and basically brought him back from death. In that very short moment where you were dead, Broxgar, you thought you saw a very vast mountain well off in the distance, but then you were kind of pulled away from it with little choice as to what you could do regarding that. As you start to get up, you notice a couple of things are slightly different from what you remember before you blacked out and fell unconscious. First off, the demon wall is gone. It apparently was eradicated in the flash of light that dropped you. Your wounds seem to be pretty well healed over, but you do feel like an immense amount of agony, and you can tell that there's still kind of burn marks all over your body, especially in the beard region. There's like a large amount of singeing at the edges of your red ruddy beard. The other thing you notice, the other thing you notice is a hand reaching down to help you up, a spectral hand of Kelgar, and you notice that all the wounds that you feel on your body, you can see manifested on his as he reaches down to help you up.
Grandfather, I'm sorry.
I say we fight good together. Don't worry about this shit. I've seen a lot worse. Fuck, I died.
I'm sorry for what I did.
Yeah.
I let my wrath overcome my instinct.
Wrath's a good tool. It's a good tool. It's good to use. And if it weren't for you, these other folk might be speared against those spikes in the back. So, don't you worry none.
I missed your guidance.
Sorry.
Orc fella.
Kelgar.
Right.
Kelgar's the one talking.
Oh, I thought you said Colgar.
The orc.
Well,
The orc is the one talking.
okay. Okay, well, I don't say any of that sentimental.
You kind of have this momentary, like, you start
like
to do
a
it,
bro moment.
and then you're like, yeah.
It's more like a bro moment.
Alright.
Right, I'm gonna ad hoc that. Yep, insert bro moment here.
Insert bruh. Just solid bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. Okay. The rest of you, the wall is gone, the demon wall. The path behind you has opened its wall back into the soul portal area. It seems this hallway has basically interceded in between the stairwell and the soul portal. Go ahead, Tim.
Upon seeing Broxgar brought back to life, Valette rushes, grabs Gilbert, picks him up, and gives him a huge hug. Gilbert, thank you for saving him. Thank you so much.
It wasn't his time. And you're welcome. See, when we all work together as a team, this is what can happen. Especially look at
Ren.
what Ren is doing.
Ren's probably not paying attention to that scene. He's probably looking at Shadow, who's kind of off to the side, arms crossed, and spectrally kind of just resting against the wall, watching it unfold. Kind of annoyed. Looks like his demeanor is kind of sour.
Because, okay, so Shadow is Gilbert's, okay.
Yeah, it's Esperedge, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't pick your Esperedges.
Shadow's like, I'm watching you, Shadow.
Yeah, so that's what I was figuring. You'd probably, once he rushed in, were kind of curious about where his Esper was located. And yeah, it seems to be kind of manifest and kind of like just doing the roguish thing, staying back and watching with an annoyed face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ren is all about not getting stabbed in the back anymore.
That's fair. All right. Sam, anything from you in particular? Are you hugging Gilbert?
Let's just fucking
There's
get
plenty of room. There's plenty of room in here. I could be the blue cheese in your sandwich.
Yes, you can be the blue cheese in my sandwich. Here, let me get my knife out and make sure that we cut the sandwich.
Sam, As you angrily state that, you were kind of paying attention to the scene as well. You would notice that Vrak, also well wounded, and having gotten up due to regular, magics, but still was knocked down by that vicious blast. It looks like his wounds are also shared by Sayre.
Good to know.
Is this a place we can take a short rest? I think a bunch of us are injured.
So you're in the hallway. The hallway goes the length that you can see. At the
So-
far western side, it leads back to the staircase. At the far eastern side, it leads back. The spikes aren't there. It leads back to
okay.
the soul portal.
Well, what I was going to say is if we want to try to take a short rest, I have a little trick that I could use which might help us.
Is that the hut?
I have rope trick.
Oh, okay.
Pocket
which is
dimension.
good. I think we are in a hurry though, aren't we? Because there's all hell breaking loose out there. I like if we delayed, more people could die. Although that would also be more people from the conglomerate could die too, probably. What a conundrum.
So we can push on if what kind of healing do we have? I have a potion of greater healing that I'd want to take for myself. I think Gilbert is low on spells, right?
Well, only on higher level spells. I'm going to keep one. Valette, little learning moment here. Always keep one spell for revive because you never know when you're going to need it.
He's preaching.
As a matter of fact, here's another diamond. Now we each have one, but keep it somewhere. Like, tell me where you're going to put it in case I need to take it out. If I'm, obviously I do a lot of healing around here, so so I give him one, give her one.
Shortly after hugging Gilbert and Gilbert's vanity exploding, Vlet's like questioning her hug, but has this kind of like odd look on her face of like, ugh, I'll let him have his moment. He's earned it. Like she's not gonna say anything. She'll just like,
You're
make
sure
to do so.
You're sure you're not rethinking it to the point where you're like, yeah, he's been really vain, but maybe he was right. Maybe he's been right this whole time. Maybe he is that good. Maybe he is awesome.
Bring us some healing, Gilbert. Keep the love going.
This is what I got. I got unfortunately, I didn't keep Prayer of Healing. That would have been a great one to keep, but no. I have some level 2 cure wounds. So who needs it the most? Who's really badly?
Well, I know Vrak is really hurt, but he's out this session, so.
Right. He may be resting.
So,
Valette, how about you?
The level up. Would I have just the HP
George, I'm
I basically
bored.
regained from that? And
Oh,
then the
shit, we about to have a storm.
bring me back to life. Is all the HP I would have, correct?
I'm sorry, my Windows switched back to. It was weird. The stream people might notice something kind of bled into the audio there. What were you saying?
Oh boy.
Wasn't
So, my current HP would be whatever I gained from the level up, plus the amount whatever that was rolled for the potion to bring me back from dying.
Correct. Oh,
But
sorry.
you don't get the level up amount, though. That's just your max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
yeah,
no,
but
no.
you still add the like however many you rolled
If
to
you
it because
aren't-
it adds to your max HP, right?
Yeah, if you're not dying, which nobody can be for the leveling process, you gain hit points equal to the leveling amount, and your maximum hit points increase. It's a full shift on both sides. Total and maximum both increase.
So, since I have no clue how much was rolled for the healing potion, I couldn't find it in the chat.
It's in there. Done.
Where? Oh, no. Rolling 2d6.
Did we not roll for the healing potion? Honestly, I don't remember anyone rolling for that.
You will also note that Hawk is well wounded as well. Actually, a bit more wounded if I remember correctly. She went down a couple of times.
So it's 44 plus 4. Isn't that the roll you're looking for?
I believe that's for greater, yeah, right?
I see it. It's at 943. You got 12.
Why do I not see? Okay, so 12 plus 14.
You can enable the timestamps. You have to do it in the setting.
Okay, so 12 plus 14 would be 26.
So I'm gonna take a potion as well, unless Gilbert has the heals. Whatever you want.
Well,
I don't
could,
see that on there. Do you have your thing set to self? Out of curiosity.
Oops. I could heal you some, but I don't want to use up all my spells.
No, you don't need to use it, but that's fine. I could
Right.
take a potion.
He might have had it set to self,
Alright.
Matt.
Are we spinning hit dice, right?
It sounds like
Oh
they're-
yeah, you guys could spend. We could do a short rest. You could spend hit dice.
Well, yeah. As I said, also I can do the like rope trick so that we don't have to be sitting out in the open. Just
Okay.
It's a second level spell, so I have no problem burning that.
Let's do it. I'd rather take hit dice than use the potion.
Yeah, rope.
Right.
That's what rope trick does. I just create a small pocket that we can sit in for an hour,
Okay.
but only for an hour.
Okay. So when you open it and enter into it, you all kind of climb up the rope and enter into this small pocket dimension, which is pretty much just kind of a bland, small little spot. Sam, make an Arcana roll, and then I'll explain what you see based on how well you do on it. Wisdom Arcana. Sorry, Wisdom Arcana.
Okay, so wisdom proficient. 23.
You notice that there appear to be kind of like wind lines on the edges of this pocket dimension. Like something is either kind of touching it from the outside with magic, or the magic that created it is settling against something that is not natural, like the material plane. And you would know that inside of the pyramid, you're kind of in an alternate, you're in a pocket dimension already, and there appears to be something kind of strange about the edges of it. You don't think so much as to say that this is going to affect the spell, except what you do know is that based on what you understand about the pyramid, is whoever the controller of the pyramid is now the controller of your rope trick dimension. For future reference. You currently know Jubal is in charge of the pyramid.
Okay.
Oh, so they can mess with stuff that they want to.
Well, they could enter it even if they weren't allowed to in some way. You think the same would be true of any type of spell which would normally bar someone access? Like a Liamin's Tiny Hut might be a situation, or like other kind of warding spells may not affect the owner of the pyramid because it's their dimension.
Got it.
How many hit dice can I spend?
So it's relatively safe here in the rope trick, so as many as you like, as many as you have.
Yeah. 26 health.
Ooh.
Oh, Joe, you never reset your hit die, so you're only rolling d4s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they mess with the sheet.
Yeah, they
Yeah, you should be able to change it. I don't remember the walkthrough though. It's been a while.
Okay, I'll try to figure it out and then I'll re-roll all that.
It's gear, and then top left it'll say hit die. Just change it to anything but d4, and then change it to yours, and you're good.
Or you can just actually click on the D to the right of hit die and change it right.
Oh.
Anyway, either way works. During the hour-long resting period, not particularly much changes. You set up the rope trick inside of the hallway, or did you set it up inside of the soul portal, or did you go to the staircase?
I'd say probably the staircase makes the most sense, I think.
Okay. What you'll notice as you're kind of resting and kind of keeping an eye out is that the hallway manifestation in between the stairway and the soul portal seems to shift back to what it was before. Like the hallway moved. It's no longer present in that space.
Cool.
Unless those spikes are there again.
No.
That's good.
Okay.
I remember this place.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tokens on there that aren't supposed to be there, and some that aren't there that should be. So you'd actually be on the lower level when you move, yeah. All right. And I'll get the others on the board here in a second. But once you've done that, the stairwell at this point continues further down to the area where it breaks off to the Lich's domain and the laboratory. But at this point, the only other access point on this level, besides the soul portal, which you've investigated a couple of times, would be the one that leads to the weird crystal, energy crystal with the water around it.
Been there?
Yeah, we've been there, right?
This time around?
Not this time around, I don't think. But last time.
We haven't been there this time. It seems worth going that way.
Somebody add those up for me.
What are they?
It's for Vrac.
76? I think it's 76.
Must have been a few more.
Should wait, wait.
I mean, yeah, it's 30 plus 30 plus
30.
16, 76.
76.
English
Boy,
major to the
90.
rescue.
So from the
That's all right.
16 above the line there, add those together too. Sorry, I'm also doing other stuff while I'm mathing. Or not mathing, I'm making you math.
143?
Okay. Is that the total?
Am I right?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to find something in my notes.
That works for me. I'm fine with that.
That's good.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing Ren. Right? No, I got Ren. I'm missing.
Joe.
That's right. Brock's
Our Brockscar.
Okay, perfect. So, like I said, you've got the passage to the left, which leads to the weird battery and water pool. And then you have the staircase that leads down. And then at that point, you have two options outwards towards the Lich's domain again, where Jubal resides, or to the laboratory. Don't everyone jump on the conversation.
I know, right? I'm going to say again that since we haven't been to the battery this visit, maybe we want to check out that way.
Sure.
Okay. So if you recall, as you approach, you do see that there's a bit of a dip, and then it kind of leads out, which obscures your vision of the battery up until the last point when you get to it. As you come to the point that there, is going to be little room for stealth if anything does reside within. Does anyone want to try and sneak ahead, or are we moving as a group?
Can we try the group stealth? Is that a skill trick? I can't remember. I think.
Yeah, you basically grant people bonus to their stealth roll equal to half your proficiency, rounded up. No, sorry, rounded down. If that person doesn't have stealth trained. So everybody can go ahead and make a stealth roll. If you do not have proficiency in stealth, you would add 2 to your roll.
Man,
20.
I got a 1.
I mean,
Well-
technically you got a 10.
8.
Well, oh, you're proficient. That's right, 8.
Yeah.
I got a 20. Because I'm not proficient in shit.
Unfortunately, Valette seems to be a bit of a burden in this process. And you very quickly realize that the things that happen to be beyond the way are aware. The room, as you can see it, appears to be pretty much the same, but now kind of circling around the pillar of crystal or glass, kind of cackling with lightning, are two figures, winged figures, who appear to be celestials of some sort, almost similar in kind to the weird outburst of celestial power that you saw when Valette struck at the demon wall. And the two of them kind of circle around the battery. When they catch your attention, they seem to stop in place, float down to the ground, touch on the magic circle around the crystal, and look to you.
Hello.
They don't respond.
We come in peace.
They don't respond.
Do you understand common?
They don't respond.
Could I insight to see if I think they understand me?
They don't respond.
They're not
Who has one of the heads?
Not I.
Valette or Sam? Do you have one of the heads? We can't hear Matt at all. Matt.
Sorry, I
Oh.
was muted. So really quickly, John, can I just take out one of my copper pieces and just throw it across the line that they touch, or like that they touch?
Throw it up onto the dais near the thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Just want to see how they react if I do that.
As it approaches, the lightning kind of enters the area of lightning around the crystal, and it seems like it kind of stops in air and starts kind of floating around in the web of lightning around the crystal.
Neat.
I try speaking to them in Celestial. Say, greetings. How may we pass?
They reply in Celestial, cannot pass this place. You who owe such a debt, you who left this place, you who did not leave a piece, you who escaped the Pyramid of Souls, you are all vandals. You have ruined what has been placed here. Now that we are free of the Lich's bindings, we reign.
Ren would whisper to Valette.
I think they like us.
Now we're trying to set it right.
Wait.
Do you speak Celestial?
Oh, should he? What do you say that out loud?
Valette would relay.
As you're
what
trying
that
to
is.
translate in common, she raises her hand and a massive scythe appears in her hand, and she points it down at you. Make a charisma saving throw, Valette.
Not good.
I'm
This is
good
going
at
well,
those,
guys.
At least.
Yeah.
33.
Should we scoot?
You feel magic kind of like pierce into you, and you feel chains of like just weight kind of appear around you, and you kind of slough them off with your power. She raises the scythe to you, and in Celestial says, "Do not befoul this language by translating it."
May I at least tell them the gist of, or summarize?
We have no time for your nonsense.
And
You-
how must we repay this debt?
You will pay your debt by dying here.
We cannot do that. There's a great evil outside this pyramid that must be stopped.
It does not matter what's happening outside of this pyramid.
Oh, but if it is not stopped, it will make its way inside and subjugate you and everyone else in this plane.
We cannot be subjugated. The woman on the back who hasn't been talking steps forward, and she has a scythe appear in her hands as she comes down the steps, and she starts to raise it in a malicious fashion. As she does so, and you kind of like take heed of this, you see just a momentary flash of something appearing on their foreheads, like a glyph, which you recognize. The glyph that was bound on the Soul Forge before it was purified. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
She wants
Right into it.
I think this is going well.
Let's run away.
Hey guys, unless I got that level 4 spell slot from leveling up, I have no spells.
We need to run away.
Hooray!
We got really good initiative,
Ask
though.
John if you got that.
John,
Whoops.
would I have gotten that level 4 spell slot from leveling up?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a 1 spell slot, guys.
Hooray!
Yeah. save
Boy,
that
they got
for
really good initiative, too.
Vivify.
All right.
Boy, they did.
Well, I guess that means I gotta save the spell slot for Revivify, right?
Eh. Oh wow, I'm actually going first. This is a first.
Do something big, Matt.
So I'm going to cast Featherfall on myself and jump in the water. No, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just walk up to Valette, pat Valette on the back, and say, "I think they like you. You might want to get closer and talk to them." And cast haste.
Hey!
Because haste is fun. And then I'm going to use what I have of my movement to just like... I was right there. Back up a little bit from people. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to back up that far. I'm going to sit in the middle of the group. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. As you kind of
Actually, no. I'm going to go there. Sorry. I'm done now. I'm done. Hands off the keyboard. Go.
As you try to hustle into your position and kind of head over that way, you see the one that came down the steps and was raising the scythe in an offensive pattern at Valette kind of shoot her eyes over to you and say something in Celestial. Valette, you realize that she's pushing forward an edict, a demand for debt. And as she does so, make a charisma saving throw, Sam.
Not within 10 feet from my +4.
I am not. Watch this, guys. I've got... Oh. Why do I have +3 to charisma right now? That doesn't seem right. That's a
Doesn't matter.
6, unless one has inspiration. Or no, wait. I have inspiration. I use inspiration. For 20.
Nice.
You feel the same kind of embodiment of kind of a charming force arise over you, and shackles start to appear about you, and you kind of slough them off as well. And she looks to you with kind of like an angered look, and her face kind of twists in just malice, and she darts flying straight over to be in front of you. Meanwhile, this one steps down from the steps, whirling the scythe about as she's coming down, and then brings up the hooked blade towards Valette. Miss. Hit. That's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Hit an AC of 25.
29 on the attack roll.
Cool.
Oh no, not you, Sam. Not you. Valette.
Oh yeah, no. I
Okay.
was talking about Valette because her AC increases by 2 from
Gotcha.
haste.
Well, anyways, it's 11 slashing damage and 31 necrotic.
Oh, gosh. So 8 slashing from my aura, and you said 31 necrotic?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And Gilbert, go ahead and make a perception roll. Wisdom perception, please.
All right.
It's a
Wisdom
freebie for you.
perception. Yeah, I love freebies.
Gilbert perceives we all gonna die.
Yeah. Wisdom.
I don't know what you're
perception.
talking about. I have ways out.
Ah, what a horrible roll, guys. Stinkers.
9. Okay. No, well, also the answer to what you get. 9. No, nothing.
9.
Okay. She makes a second attack, and she already missed this first attack. Sorry. So Ren, you're up.
What do I see across the room over?
Over where? Oh, that's the small room where the conservator had set up before. Just the same room you've already ransacked.
YOLO. I'm gonna go beside and okay, hold on. I'm gonna let me just try. Oh, god damn it. That's not good. So I'm going to then disengage.
Roll a 20-sided dice for me, please. Oh, and I just remembered and actually forgot something. 1 second. Go ahead and roll that 20-sided dice, though.
6.
Uh-huh.
He forgot the Celestials have an insta-kill against wizards.
So as you
Oh, forgot our.
bring the weapon in, she spins the scythe about, catches Katsujin in the nook of the blade in the shaft, pushes her weapon down like that, and knocks the weapon away from you. It falls in the water behind you. I forgot your esper.
It falls in the water behind me.
That's right.
How far away is it?
So it's 5 feet down in the water, and the water, you don't know how deep it is based on your perception from you.
Where is the water?
Right there.
There.
Okay. And I guess it would be too much of an action to just try to pick it up. That's an action.
Well, it's in the water. Yeah, so it's far away than just on the ground. Yeah.
Okay. So I do have movement. I could, because I strike and I can move away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a
gonna
Constitution
die.
saving throw when you hit the water, and you go for the weapon. It's easy to see. It's red and bright, clear blue water.
23.
Okay. You take 9 points of lightning damage as you hit the water and realize that it's charged. You manage to reach down and grab a hold of Katsujin pretty quickly, and you're not pushed, but you do realize that there is a bit of a current to the water. It seems to be heading south from your current position.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna continue moving out of the water and back.
Okay.
Boo.
Next up is Valette.
That water stinks, folks.
I'll move to the side to potentially allow more people to come forward. And snicker snack 3 times.
Okay.
First is a 25.
Hit.
Second is a 21.
Hit.
Third is a 23.
Nice.
So that's total 12 slashing, 1 radiant, 11 slashing, 4 radiant, 12
Already got it.
slashing.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Lots of damage. Solid hits. She looks like she's taking the blows pretty solidly. Doesn't look like she is too terribly harmed by the radiant damage. Doesn't look like it's something that's doing too much to her
Yeah.
in extent. She kind of twists her attention to you, not paying attention to the esper behind her. All right, Lord Kirgozler.
And she would be marked for all purposes.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're her best friend right now. Lord Kirgozler.
All right. So, giving my esper to the shadow is like a bonus action, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So I will do that,
Okay.
and then I will ask Shadow to move up there, and I will move up here.
Okay.
And as my action, I'm going to cast Spirit Shield on. No, that's Spirit Shield. Sorry, Spirit Mantles. Spirit Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go ahead and say it, or you want me to?
Well, you can click it.
Where that spell comes from? It comes from our buddy and DM.
Gathering Magic. It's on DM's Guild. Check it out. Spirit Mantle.
Yes.
Action. Touch. Who are you touching? Valette?
I'm touching Valette.
Okay. For the duration of the spell, Valette is encased in a mantle of spirits. She gains 1d6 temporary hit points at the start of each of her turns, and deals an additional 1d6 damage with any melee weapon that she attacks with. That damage is of the type of the normal weapon. It's not listed on there, but yeah.
You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by any creature that you can see. So,
Awesome. All the
so-
buffs.
yeah, I'm trying to give you at least a little buff. And then next turn, I'll ask Shadow to attack. So that's my turn, though, for now. So, you know, let's. I was like, you can do it, Villette. Come on, Kirgozler's heroes.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Gilbert.
Broxgar?
Together as one.
Yes, and I have my shield there, ready to intercede.
Oh, yes. Balin's
Since
shield.
that's what I do. Yeah.
Okay. Broxgar dips past Ren, who's a little damper than he started. Joe, I think you're muted if you're talking, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I switched my my Discord buttons. Yeah, I'm gonna move down here and shoot.
Womp womp.
Stay out of the water.
Ren says his hair kind of a
Drop
little bit
your weapon.
poofier than it
Singed.
was.
Yeah, he's got 80s hair.
21.
That'll hit. Yeah, he's straight up looking like David Bowie.
Yeah,
It's not a bad look, though.
let's dance.
17 will miss. Got a third attack. 26 will hit. Solid. I think you cheated. Crossbows have the loading property. You don't have a way to fire multiple shots.
This one doesn't have the clips that feed into it.
Oh, that is right. That is right. Yep. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forget what it was called. Maybe quick reloading or something like that. But I remember that specific.
Repeating. It's a repeating.
Repeater,
Yes,
yeah.
How many does one repeater cartridge hold? Like 10?
5.
5. Okay, well that's half, more than half.
Yep. And then it's an action to reload the cartridge.
All right.
Sam is up. Yep. But
Yes.
sorry, at the bottom of the initiative, the water seems to stop and then kind of shift and change current. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
now
that's
going northbound, and it seems to be going a bit faster at this point.
So Sam feels like he has one and only one option. Fireball concentrate on himself. Or Dimension Door.
Where are you going?
I am going...
The Disney.
Let's go right about here. John's like, that's exactly where I wanted you to go. That's where I kept all the invisible creatures.
And all the invisible creatures appear. You still have a bonus action or anything else? Nothing?
I don't think I currently have any spells that are bonus actions.
Okay. So as you recall from last time, or perhaps don't, the dais is about 25 feet high, and the crystal sits atop of that. So at this point, and I'm being more than fair, I'm assuming you teleported upwards and then dropped down. So, yeah, or it's not even you don't have to see it. Never mind. You just have to be able to...
I don't have to be able to see it. I just have to be able to... I've been in the room before,
So you
so
know
I
what
know what the
instruction is.
floor plan is set up.
So you would know, too, that at current you can't see her, and you're pretty sure that she can't see you. And your
Right.
group, with the exception of maybe Broxgar and possibly Ren, nobody can see you either. That said, since it's currently left to no... Oh, I totally forgot about Vrak. Let me go ahead and get him out of the way.
Also, sorry. Before you do Vrak 2, Pockets is not currently on the map.
Oh, okay.
Just noticed that.
He just rushes in from off screen. Oh, oh, oh. Go ahead.
I'm here, boss.
I'm here, guys. Don't worry. I'll help out right good.
Shh, I'm trying to hide over here. But anyway, Vrak will pop in, since I totally forgot I was just doing him, and I apologize. He's going to go ahead and not rage, because he doesn't have any left. And he will... Actually, he does. He has 2 left. 2 left.
2 rages.
No, he has 3 left. Because he has 5 rages at 13th level. Is that right? And then,
I'm gonna say yes.
And then he used one against the weird demon beast in the soul portal chamber, and then he used one against the wall. I don't think he's used any others. So he will rage. And he will attack recklessly. Hit. And he'll use his pop there and attack. Hit. And that'll be 6 and 25, 31. 31 plus 10, 41 damage. Solid. Okay, now it goes to the angels. She will use a bonus action. Kirgozler, go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, good thing I'm next to my buddy.
That's just realized.
Oh shit. Hey, could I use a luck point to re-roll it? Since I rolled a 4.
I don't know
It's
if
not
you
very
have
good.
any left on luck points. I thought you used...
I used 1 so far.
Okay,
'Cause
go ahead.
I missed last session, so I would have probably used a bunch last session. But...
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let me try to use this again. See if this is worth it or not, guys. This is the where we can tell if it's son of a bitch. So I got what's 7 plus whatever. His
Not
bonus
enough.
is 4. Not
Wait, but if
enough.
you used a luck point as in the feat,
Yeah.
It doesn't give you a
Yeah,
damage,
it's a
it's a
pluck.
reroll.
It's just a reroll, yeah.
right,
Just a reroll.
right.
Bummer. All right, so what happens? I get plucked.
You get knocked into the water.
Oh.
And people who weren't being thrown into hostile or treacherous, hazardous terrain did not get a saving throw. So Valette, you're knocked 5 feet away from her. The Espers are actually knocked 5 feet away from her. Brack holds his ground, and Gilbert falls into the water. Gilbert, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
You're still within 10 feet, bud.
Woohoo! I nailed that one.
So you take 7 points of lightning damage, and you're able to hold your position in the water. Okay. She will then move on. Valette, go ahead and make a either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check, your choice.
So it'll be strength athletics. 24.
All right. My 31 will beat that.
Are you sure about that, John?
She'll move 45, half her speed, flying. And as she does so, she'll deposit you in the water. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
You're good.
Alright.
Only 5 points of lightning damage this time around, and you manage to hold your position in the water. The other one will move and attack Gilbert with advantage. 25 to hit.
Yep.
11 points of slashing damage and 36 necrotic.
Ooh, that hurts. I'm going to use my reaction to fade away, which means I disappear, turn invisible, and move 60 feet. I
Go
thought I was
for
in
it.
the water anyways.
You are. Yeah, she's attacking down at your head.
So what if I'm underwater? Like you sink when you
Oh,
fall, right?
she has 10 feet reach with the scythe.
Oh, okay. She's hit me with the scythe. All right. So yeah, I'll take that damage and then I'll like move, like I'm invisible and be right here.
Okay. And
How much was that?
then
You said 31 necrotic?
36.
Yeah.
11 slashing.
36 necrotic.
And then
And concentration save.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably fail this, but I'll try a con save. Man, I'm gonna fail before you even had your first turn.
no, you're good.
16. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool.
36 half would be 15, 16, 17. Nope, you're a failure.
Oh, I failed. No.
So charisma saving throw from Brack for the second attack. 16 natural will fail. He falls to the ground, paralyzed. All right, and that is her turn. Ren. Sorry. Broxgar and Ren, go ahead and make perception checks.
Jesus Christ. I failed.
All right. Joe, you notice that there seems to be some kind of connection or tether between the angels. It also looks like that tether seems to connect to the crystal as well.
Real quick, Andy, don't you have that reliable talent thing?
Yeah.
I do.
10 or lower, so
Hold on.
the same would be true of you, Ren. If you roll anything under
I
a
rolled
10,
it again.
well, you don't need to. Whenever
Yeah, so it's actually...
you roll
Go
under
ahead.
a 10, you get a 10. Because you're a rogue.
Right, so it's a 22. It's a 22.
You see the same thing. There's a tether that seems to connect the two angels, and there seems to be a tether that connects them to the crystal as well.
But there's lightning in the area of the crystal.
Oh yeah, there's lightning all around the crystal, that's correct. It seems to go right through, not over the dais.
Right through the dais, okay. Like through the crystal.
Well, no, I mean the one that's connecting the two sisters together, and the one that's connecting each one's individually connected to the crystal, and then they are both connected to one another.
Huh.
Okay.
They're triangulated.
Yeah. Byaku has Ketsujin, because I bonus action transferred it at the end of my last turn.
Did he say that?
I typed it in as Tim was attacking.
All right.
So it doesn't really matter. I could do it now anyway. I'm going to have Byaku go into the lightning and see what happens.
Okay.
15 right here.
Yeah, that's fine. The second he steps towards it, the sword leaves his hands, like he was no longer tangible, and starts floating around in the lightning like the copper coin did.
Interesting.
Okay. I lost my sword.
It's floating around. You can go grab it. Yeah. Mr. Butterfingers tonight. Jeez.
That's so bad.
All right. Valette.
All right. I move out of the water.
Okay.
We'll do this so that a little harder to push me back into water. And sadly, I don't have Spirit Mental, but I do have 3 Snicker Snacks. That's a 1.
Make a d20 roll.
12.
Okay. She blocks it. Looks like she tries to catch it in the gape of the scythe again, similar to what happened to Katsujin, but she quickly pulled the blade back and away.
All right. 27.
Hit.
And 20.
Hit.
Right.
But on the second attack, I'm going to use my reaction to parry.
Nice.
So
right.
18.
So total of 11 slashing and 7 radiant.
Yep. She looks very well wounded. She is bleeding a bit, but you notice that the blood that's coming out seems to be a mix of red and black fluid. Very strange to be sure. It also doesn't look like it's moving with like a blood-like consistency. The best way I can kind of describe it is kind of like a thick maple syrup.
Okay. And Valette would call out that the one over here is bloodied.
She's wounded. All right.
She's wounded.
Lord Kirgozler.
All right. So
Currently invisible, if I recall.
that is true. It might be until the start of my next
Okay.
turn. So
No longer invisible. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Where is the where's the other angel? Because I'm just seeing this one.
She's
here.
all the way on the other side of the thing. You wouldn't be able to see her.
Ah, that's why I can't see her. All right, cool. I will use my action, or Shadow will use Gilbert's action to move over and attack this angel.
Okay.
That one right there. And I believe
Let me check and see
I
if
got
you
a
have.
crazy got a crazy question for you.
Okay.
My Esper charges, I can use one, and then when the person that is attacked, it uses their dex instead of their AC. That's my understanding of what it read on there.
So no. That's when
that would be
you.
under the silver sword.
That's when you use your ability with yours when you're wielding it.
Oh, not when Shadow's
Right.
wielding it. Okay, when Shadow wields it, it's plus 13 to attack,
Yeah, hold on.
and then it's okay. I'll roll. Just
Well, I'm trying to get you the
Oh,
roll in the
trying to
sheet
set
real
that
quick.
up.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Anyway, for those folks watching at home, Shadow is a character that was once played by Andy, but betrayed him.
Stab me in the heart.
You should be able to click
I
that
know.
link now. I'll get the details on the attack characteristic more specific, but for now it should roll.
What link are you talking about? Did you
Click
put
on the
sheet?
character sheet for Shadow, and
Oh,
then the
okay,
only
yeah, I had that
action that will be available is the silver sword on the right.
Character sheet. Oh, silver sword. Yes, so
If you
sweet.
click, yep.
I just did it, people. What happened?
Okay, so 19 would hit, but she's going to use her reaction to parry. She blocks Shadow deftly.
Man, not cool. Okay, that was my action. I still do a bonus action.
Mhm.
I'm saying, let me know, guys, what you think, because we could always retreat here, but let's see how this plays out a little bit longer. So I could move. I'm going to move, too. I'm going to move. I think I can move all the way up to there. So I can
Okay.
grab that sword, try to grab that sword of Ren's without getting electrocuted. I don't know how I'm going to do that. If I'm quick, faster
Okay.
than lightning.
Yeah, you've already used your action, and it's probably going to be more of an action to grab that sword because it's still moving about. Okay, Broxgar.
Okay.
Might be hit the wrong button again. Joe.
We can't hear you.
Sorry.
It's okay. What are you doing? Stepping forward?
Yeah, with the boots of spring and striding, I have 30, so I get. And I will pull out the axe. Do I get shocked by these runes or anything, Kurt?
You're kind of staying, like in that 5 foot square, you're kind of staying at the back. The lightning web seems to be around the orb more tightly, kind of like a foot or so off of it. And you can see Ketsujin's sword and a copper piece floating around in the aura of the crystal. You're pulling out Blaze Hatchet. What do you do with it?
I'm swinging it.
Do it. AC 10. And it is technically an object, so you have advantage on the attack roll. So 20 points.
Woo!
Grab my sword.
I take that.
Hit.
20 again.
All right.
That'll be my full round.
All right. As you hit it the first time, you kind of feel a pulse kind of generate through it and kind of linger for a second. Doesn't seem to like do anything to you. The second attack hits, kind of causes it to break and crack a little bit where you hit it the first time, kind of forcing the splintering. And then you come in with it the third time. Once you hit it that third time, you watch as the lightning kind of webs out and then kind of strikes down through your wrists. You take 20 points of lightning damage.
All right.
But it does look like the glass of the crystal is kind of breaking a bit. The other thing that everyone else will notice is Blaze Hatchet starts smashing into the crystal. Both of the angels turn their attention towards the crystal instead.
Interesting.
Good to know.
Drak is paralyzed for a minute. No saving throws required from him. Good way to get him out of the fight and not have to roll his sheet. Sam?
So I am assuming that I at least did not see any of like the movement that these two did from where I'm standing.
You saw it go over. So from the southern position, you would have seen the arc over, but now they're hidden behind the wall on this left side.
So wait, I would have seen this one go over.
Yep. with Valette in her hand. Yeah, she went skyward.
Oh, she has Valette in her hand.
Had
Ah.
last time you saw. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to.
She basically super chokes Slam Valette into a water.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go there. Can I kind of see her from where I'm at?
I'd say she'd have cover, but yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to angle things correctly. So I hopefully don't hit Valette with this. I'm going to do what all wizards do in this situation. I cast Fireball.
Okay. So you're wanting to detonate it on the steps and kind of blast it down into her, is that right?
Yes.
Alright.
Because if nothing else, sometimes you just gotta go with the cliche, man.
Let's see.
Would that potentially also blast up and potentially affect the crystal?
Potentially. Okay, so she will dexterity saving throw. She saves. And
Good to know.
she'll take half.
I mean, that's still something.
Okay.
Definitely.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Goes to them. As an action, the one that seems to be just kind of off by herself, she kind of focuses in on herself and her sight disappears. She kind of makes like a praying kind of gesture. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Those of you who are aware of the tether kind of see a strong link between her and the crystal, and then the same strong link kind of move out from the crystal to the other one. Valette, as you look at the one in front of you, kind of fighting against you, you watch all of her wounds just heal up.
Yeah.
Sugar.
I think we need to break the crystal, otherwise they'll heal themselves.
Yeah.
Let's see. And since no one's really looking at that one, no need of that. And she will go ahead and make an opportunity attack, if you will.
Who?
You, Valette.
Alright. That. 24.
Hits.
9 slashing, 7.
Okay. And as I said, the first time I made it very clear. The radiant damage, like I said, it doesn't seem to be doing as much as you would expect.
I'm assuming it's half damage.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
She flies away from you very quickly, just darting up the dais.
Sentinel?
Oh. Hold on a second.
Which, I mean, isn't good
Hold
for
her
me.
in place. No, that's you want that.
That's good. Yeah, get her.
I mean, I'm probably about to go...
Get back
conjure.
over here.
Okay. As you kind of lock in her wings with this blow and kind of bring her back to about, she spins the scythe about and says nothing, and just kind of looks at you, just annoyed, deadly, and just slashes into you. First one will miss. Second one will hit. It's going to be...
real quick, the auto shield, that resets on a short rest?
Yeah, but we're at 32 on the hit.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, thanks.
No worries.
No waste.
I was just trying to spare you. I mean, I could have made you do it, but...
No, Thank you.
10 slashing and 38 necrotic.
Oh boy.
You still up?
Yeah.
Not by much.
Not Not by much.
So first attack missed. Okay, second attack hits. She just kind of gives you an annoyed glare. Yeah, that's it for them. Ren.
Yeah, I want to make my way up to the dais to try to retrieve my sword. How much movement would I need to get there? I know it's upward. I have a 90. I have 90 before my action.
So to get to a space adjacent to Byakko in the ring, it's 60.
Yeah, I'd want to do that, and I want to. Do I see the sword in the ring?
Sorry, you're in the wrong square.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to grab the sword.
Okay. You manage to get a hold of it, and you take the best roll I've gotten so far on these, 19 points of lightning damage.
So is that something that I can use?
No
That's not uncanny.
throw. Yeah, no saving throw, so no evasion, and no attack roll, so no uncanny dodge.
And then I'm going to move out of the area of effect.
Yeah, it seems like the reaching in is what did it, not the standing there.
Oh, okay, then I'll stay there. Never mind.
Yep. All right, Valette.
Snicker snack. Snicker snack.
Yeah, I totally
Knees and toes.
can't wait. Hit.
28. Does anyone have inspiration to give me? So instead of a crit fail, I have a crit success.
No, I wish I did. I would give it to you.
I do not. I used it.
Alright. 1d20?
Yep.
Alright. 20.
So
Right.
as she turns around and you catch your blade in her wings and pull it back, she kind of brings her weapon down, swings and misses, then slashes down against your chest. Black ichor kind of leaving the scythe and like bleeding into you. You kind of raise your left arm up and use it to empower the first attack, striking down. But as you kind of try to raise your right arm and swing out, you kind of feel weak for a second, and she brings her scythe down to kind of like scissor grip against it with the scythe blade and the shaft kind of connecting against where the blade is. She pulls and tugs and tosses it behind her. You hear a splash as it lands in the water directly behind her.
Okay. And I have the last action from haste, and I'm just looking at what I can do with it. Use an object. Does that include wands, or is that something different?
Yeah, good.
Alright, free object interaction. I draw my wand and lightning bolt.
Okay.
There you go.
Roll damage. Are you trying to angle it in a specific way?
Like, if anything, like, kind of like holding it low so it's going to angle at her and possibly hit the crystal as well, because that's probably a terrible idea.
Roll damage.
Do it.
I just got to find that wand. Oh, wait, that's right. It's spells, lightning bolt, 3rd level.
She doesn't
Roll
even
the way
move
down.
to evade it.
It heals her!
And Broxgar, as you watch the lightning kind of energize the crystal, you can now physically see the tethers like stream out from the two, and it looks like the wounds that seem to have moved over to the one on the right side are healing up fine, and the new wounds that are on the one that Valette was against are healing up because of the lightning bolt directly at her.
Nice job.
Oh man.
This is ridiculous.
In fact, she has more hit points than she started with.
She's smiling now.
She's so happy. More Kirgozler.
That look on Matt's face right
All
now.
right.
Matt's so
I
mad.
just don't know what to do right now.
I would like to use my divine
Die?
knowledge to
You first.
figure out if I could sever one of these tethers from the crystal to the angel with my silver sword,
No.
my evil esper.
Looking at it, they don't appear to be like astral tethers. It's not that kind of silver sword.
It's
Some
the silver sword.
some nerds will get that joke. But you feel like the only thing that can be done for it is breaking the crystal. And
All right.
it looks like some of it kind of reforged from that last blow, the lightning. But you're pretty sure Broxgar was doing some work on it.
All right. Cool, Brockscar. I'm going to summon my sword back from Shadow as a bonus action.
The silver sword flips to you.
I'm gonna move all the way around to over here,
Mhm.
so we're flanking that thing. It's not. No, I know it doesn't really do anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks cool. And then I'm gonna attack with a silver sword.
Get it.
All right. And I'm gonna try not to drop my silver sword into the water because that's kind of going around lately. So let me see. Unfortunately, I suck with the silver sword, but let's see. This is attacking an object, so I'm hoping. All right, let's see. What do I got? A 12. Does a 12 hit?
It does, but a 16 is actually what you begin.
Yeah.
You have advantage on attack rolls against the object.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
So I have now. This is funny. I get 7 pierce, or I get. I shouldn't say piercing. It should say slashing. Oh, no, maybe it is. It's a rapier. So yeah, I got 7 piercing. But then as one of my things I have as a travel domain paladin, or cleric, is I get an extra D8 of what my regular damage is from the weapon. So it'd be 2 piercings. So that's why there's 7 and 15. That's why.
So okay, you mean 7 and 5? It's if
Yeah, you're right. 7 and 5, right? Which is 12 total.
Okay. What you'll note is that it works pretty well. Not too bad.
Then I say, follow my lead.
Yeah.
Kirgozler's heroes.
To me, Kirgozler's heroes. To me.
To me.
Brockscar?
Exactly.
It looks like Kirgozler, the leader of the group. He looks like he's onto it, but it looks like you're the one who led him to it. What would you like to do?
He did.
Press the right mic button.
Yeah. That's a good start. I would like to try to attack the tether first. I'm so distracted.
I think you should press the wrong mic button.
Do you want the tether, or
Yes,
do you
yes.
want the? Because the tether looks like it's incorporeal now. It's kind of like phased away. Do you want the
Okay.
tether, or do you want?
Well, thank you for that hint. I will attack the crystal again.
You got it.
Wow!
That'll work. And that'll work. And that'll work. Give me some damage.
So that tether is pretty easy to beat. Okay.
25.
Yeah, I attacked the crystal. I was gonna attack the tether, but John said, "Not a good idea."
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Lord Kirgozler brings his blade in, strikes true, kind of sends a crack around the side of it, but not a very massive one. But Brockscar, being as perceptive as he is, sees it, kind of focuses in on it. You can kind of hear the words past the lightning and the cackling. I forgot something, by the way. Sorry, let me make sure I get this. Kevin, Gilbert would have taken 12 points of lightning damage from his attack.
Yep.
And then Lord Blaze Hatchet. These 3 attacks will be going in. It looks like 26, 36. So you'll be taking 13 points of lightning damage for you. And when you bring your blade in the first time, you kind of feel the edge kind of sink into the crack a little bit. And as you send it away, small pieces of it kind of fall away. And you can see the angel with Valette kind of, after turning and just beating into her, kind of turn back and look at the crystal with kind of like a look of shock. The one that's over by Sayre and the other, the spectral brigade over there, kind of looks over at you after her slow prayer and is kind of staring at you, like confused as well. And then you bring it in the second time, it cracks it even wider, and you can actually feel a bit of the crystal kind of lift up a bit, like a tree trunk splitting away from the stump. And then as you bring that third strike in, you can hear 2 loud shrieks come from different sides of the room. As you slam it into the crystal, it breaks the crystal's top off. The lightning disappears. The runes still glow a little bit around the crystal itself, the crystal base. And the tether disappears between the 2 angels. They don't disappear or anything. They look like they're still ready to rock and roll, but it seems like they are slightly depowered.
Nice.
I cannot see anything currently.
What do you mean?
It's kind of darkened in the room now.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
my screen went black.
The lightning disappeared, sorry. Yeah, so light sources are now a thing. Let me make sure I don't know why Sam never has his mask on.
I don't know why I don't... come on. I've got the thing for the dark vision thing.
You should be good. Is anybody else missing sight?
I guess it's dim, very, very dim, but I...
Yeah, you should have your normal elf vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dim.
Yep. No, Dim is a god. He's the one.
Yeah, it's dim, man.
Anyways, Vrak is paralyzed. This is round 3 of a minute. Sam, you're up.
Right. Well, there goes my idea of like helping out with destroying the crystal. Thanks, guys. So Valette is facing one alone. I can't see the other one. So don't even know what's really going on over on that side. This is really hard. I'm just going to cast Firebolt at the one over by Valette. Yeah. Let's do that.
It's hurting,
It's a
so let's do it.
15. 15 to hit him. I'm going to miss, probably.
15 will miss.
Cool. And then I'm just going to use my movement to get up here so I can have some sort of vantage point as to what's going on.
Yeah, you can definitely see a lot better from up there. At the top of the dais, you can see down now. It looks like Valette is getting wrecked over in the corner.
Hooray!
She does not have her sword. She is holding a stick. She looks like she's about to get dug into. The other one standing by the Ghost Brigade doesn't seem to be too terribly focused, other than she's screaming at the crystal being broken. Alright, crystal being broken. Well, Broshkar's the problem, so let's kill him. She flies up onto the dais,
Nope.
lands, brings the scythe down and in, but before she does, charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I got a 10.
As you raise your weapon to try and defend her, you see these strange shackles appear around your wrists and on your body and kind of weigh you down. Your body becomes paralyzed for 1 minute, but that won't matter because the condition's going to disappear when she hits you. She will attack you, and she'll use her bonus action before she does to use her Exploitation of the Debtors ability in conjunction with her attack. So she hits. And now that she's depowered, she only just barely hits. But her damage output is still the same. Just her attack rolls are down. And she loses these abilities. Okay, cool. Good. I'm going to settle it over here. Damage-wise, you're going to be taking a total of 8 slashing and 35 necrotic.
Ouchies.
Say again, 30 and 30.
8 and 35.
8.
Got it.
All right. Ren, you are... I'm sorry. Don't let me forget killing Valette. Apologies.
Sorry for forgetting.
Zach!
It's okay. Zach, I'm sorry. You're actually paralyzed for a minute, though, guy.
Awesome.
And you're only
Perfect time.
3 rounds into that, so... she's just going to go nuts on Valette, I think. 23 to hit misses, right?
23 misses.
Yeah, her attack rolls are a lot lower. And 11 misses, probably. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So you've been taking your extra attack and everything, Valette?
She has. That's how she was able to cast with the wand. Use an object.
Yes.
Ren.
Gotcha.
So looking at Brox and then looking at Valette, is Valette in a lot?
Say again?
Looking at Brox and then Valette, is Valette in a lot worse shape?
Oh, Valette's pretty much fucked.
Okay, so Ren is going to book over to Valette, and I think I could make it there pretty easily. I have 90 to get.
Down the steps and north, and then hop across the pond. Yeah, right behind her, or right beside her.
Okay, so I'm going to attack.
Okay.
You see a sword in the water as you hop across.
No, he doesn't.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, the stream's moving. Don't you remember?
That's a strong current.
It's pretty solid, actually. Yeah. She managed. It is now. It's been several turns since it started. She catches the blade and blocks it away with her scythe, spinning it
I'm
around.
going to use my last point, Esper Edge, whatever, charge to do the second attack.
Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be declared beforehand, but that's fine. Bring in the second
18
attack.
to hit.
That will hit, and she will. Oh no, she won't. She loses parry when the lightning goes away. All right. Yeah, go ahead and. Give
And
me
then
that.
22 sneak.
Solid damage. She takes the cut to the abdomen, kind of annoyedly, looking down at you, looking back to Valette, trying to decide which.
And then I'm gonna hop. Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay here. I'm gonna tank for you, Valette.
Yeah, Valette doesn't have a weapon, so
Yay.
she's probably going to hang out with Bren for a second here. Valette, you're up. Want to shoot me with lightning more?
Okay.
Grapple
So-
that thing.
I could drop the wand, correct, for free.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then I can then draw a weapon that I have on my person as my free interact with an object, correct?
That's right.
And it is an action to doff my shield,
To either equip it or unequip it. Yeah, doff or don.
and could I use my bonus action from haste to do so?
Yeah, your action that you gain from haste, not bonus action, but yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the
All right.
extra action.
So in a blur, Valette drops the wand, shakes off the shield, and draws out the magic greatsword that she's carrying on her back.
For Oliver.
This thing's about to get used.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
25
Hits.
and 13.
Miss.
So 14 slashing, 2 radiant. But
Yep. Again, as stated, the radiant doesn't seem to be doing much where that appears to be a natural resistance, not so much the lightning. And she manages to get her the butt end of the scythe in to block against the second attack. Lord Kirgozler.
All right.
Valette
oh, and she's marked.
looks really wounded. Broxgar looks really wounded. Broxgar's closer.
Yes. I was wondering, is that scythe that the angel has, is that like 10 feet long?
Uh-huh.
So it has reach.
It's not so much that it's 10 feet long. Think of it, the best way to kind of think of it is, you know how a scythe kind of works. It's actually about like 5 feet long, and the blade is pretty long as well, and you kind of wield it across yourself normally. She's not wielding a scythe like normal. She's wielding it like by its end cap and swinging it out.
All right. Well, this is what my thought is. So Broxgar is no longer paralyzed, right? Because he
Broxgar
got attacked.
is no longer paralyzed. Yeah, he got attacked by her.
But Vrak is paralyzed, right?
Correct.
So if I run around down the side, down the stairs, and cast Lesser Restoration, which actually gets rid of paralyzed, would I get attacked by her? That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, you'd be leaving her reach.
All right, I'll try it though because it's worth it to me to get somebody else in the fight.
Yeah,
So
you'd be
I
leaving
will-
her reach by 1 because you're now in a
Yeah.
15-foot space. Okay.
I'll let her take a whack at me.
Well, let's see what happens. 27.
That will just barely hit.
8 slashing and 38 necrotic.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, she hits real
38
hard.
necrotic. Yeah,
She
and 8 slash.
does
All right.
now swing with a meager +9 instead of the +14 she was rolling with before. So,
Well, most importantly, she doesn't have Sentinel or anything, does she?
no.
Good. So then, most importantly, though, I will get down there and I will cast Lesser Restoration on Vrak and say, "Go get him! I
Okay.
need you in this fight."
So Vrak, you are no longer paralyzed. You are laying on the ground.
Perfect timing.
You have been conscious the whole time. What you've missed is angels have been beating the crap out of you guys, and Broxgar just broke a crystal.
He's not in the turn order though. I just noticed.
He's on 1. His initiative was set to
Oh, okay.
1 because I forgot to roll him, and we were already in the fight by that time. So I'll go ahead and add I'll add a marker real quick.
John,
Yeah.
would you say it's quite the dark crystal now?
Oh,
Ha
nice.
ha ha ha.
Boo!
That's a Matt joke, and I don't appreciate that coming from
Yeah.
you.
It shouldn't come from you.
All right, Lord Kirgozler's done. Broxcar, you're up. This angel's messing with you.
Here. I attack the crystal.
Bring it. The crystal? The crystal's broken. It's destroyed.
Oh, it's completely destroyed?
There is
Yeah,
no more
it
crystal.
doesn't seem like the magic... Well, it's broken in half. It doesn't seem like magic's coming from it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go for
I'll
the
attack
angel.
her. I don't know if any of those hit.
All three of them did. Go ahead and roll
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
19, 18, 8, or 18, 19, 19. Yeah, that's all good. So that's 20,
32.
32. Solid blows. You hit her very strongly in that first one. Causes her to kind of have like a cleft across her chest. And that weird kind of molassesy blood starts coming out of her pale white flesh. The second hit kind of just barely scratches her in the arm. She kind of manages to get her scythe shaft in the way, but you kind of spin the blade and smash down in her leg. And now her thigh, like the armor on her thigh, seems to be kind of broken a bit. And the same thing seems to be true of that weird molassesy blood. Vrak,
All right.
you're prone. Standing up obviously takes half of your movement. You should be able to get up the stairs to this weird angel, though, and help Broxgar if that's your pleasure.
Yeah, you know how I do.
Get him.
That should get me there, right? And I can hit her a couple of times recklessly.
Yeah.
Bonus action rage.
Oh, you're... No, you're not. Yeah, you're paralyzed. So yeah, bonus action rage. That'll be your second use for
Yep.
this fight.
Yeah, because John used it once for.
Yeah,
Woo!
it'll work. That'll also work. 14, 15, and 14. So 29.
Has anyone used elemental damage that I've seen on any of these characters?
I-
Like,
Would he have been able to see me cast Firebolt at any point?
You would have seen the fireball. It looks like she didn't resist it. She dodged it. And then the lightning seemed to heal them. That was when the crystal was active.
I'm still gonna go with fire.
Okay. Fire seems to work.
Good plan.
Sam.
See, I'm really frustrated right now because, like, all my deck spell levels are gone, except for one, which I'd like to keep. Well, that's not entirely true. So here's a question. Not really a question. I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on this one over here and just see what happens. It's the strength saving throw, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well, she loses her magic resistance when the pulse goes away.
And it's a DC of 20.
Alright. And it's strength saving throw, you say, right?
Yes, strength saving throw.
I crit that, so that'll fail.
So you failed. I know, you meant crit
That's-
success.
Yeah.
I still think you take half of 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
So you take 2
wait.
bludgeoning damage, I think.
No, there's no having. Oh, it does.
no,
at the bottom.
If
Very,
the
very
strength
bottom.
save successful.
That's the one on Valette or the one on Brox?
That is the one on Follett. I'm just sort of.
You sure?
That was the one that I was going for.
Okay. It'll go
Well,
to
the
that.
one. Sorry, the one
late.
over
We're already
here.
done. That
With
goes
the lead
to...
red. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
It goes to them.
It's only 2 damage. I'm not too worried.
John saying that would have killed the other one.
I'm not saying... I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd like to say I definitively at the beginning of my
He
turn
did.
said
He
which
did.
one I was attacking.
You know
So
what?
I'm sticking with what I said.
Because you're such a trooper, go ahead and gain inspiration.
Thank you.
That's fine. The one that is currently murdering Ren will go on with 2 attacks, 21 to hit and 26 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a lot. So the total damage will be 17 slashing and 50 necrotic.
He attacked Ren.
Uh-huh.
So
Did he
that's
attack with disadvantage?
it's halved. So it's 30,
No, stop.
34.
Wait, rewind. Back up. You're going to uncanny dodge the first attack or the second attack?
I would always go for the first attack, whatever.
Okay. So the half on that will be 4 slashing and 14 necrotic.
Okay.
And John, was he attacking with
And then what?
disadvantage for my mark?
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't roll. That was actually the best I've rolled all night.
Okay.
And then what's the other damage?
The second attack will be 8 slashing and 28 necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is her, the one that is currently fighting Broxgar and Vrak, seeing her situation not as good. She is going to force a charisma saving throw from Broxgar.
Seven.
It's a 19, actually. You rolled twice. So that'll succeed. So you do not fall. You literally had to roll a crit to beat that. DC 19. And then she will grapple Vrak. Vrak athletics or acrobatics. You are raging, so you have advantage.
Yeah.
All right.
27 beater.
29 will beat your 27. She grapples Vrak.
Wow.
Broxgar, you can go ahead and make an opportunity attack.
Go Brox. No.
Yep.
Somebody just got inspiration.
She's an object, right? Because she's a woman. Sorry. Take it back.
No, not cool. Not cool. Don't you do that. Don't
Wow.
It's a critical fail.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, and
As-
somebody just got
as my
inspiration though.
I'm
no,
not
no,
giving
no.
inspiration
I'm-
to that comment.
I won't allow you to give inspiration for that.
I
horrible-
critically failed on the attack and
And
my
the comments, yes, that's right.
And at life. You're
No,
massaged.
not yet.
Unacceptable. Anyways, she picks up Vrak, flies straight up into the air, flies straight to the opposite side. As she does so, she throws Vrak into the water. Vrak, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Success. You're taking 14 points of lightning damage, which is the half, and you're going to be moving, despite your desires to do otherwise, you're going to be moving 3 squares down. The water is going in that direction of current.
If you see a sword, let Valette know.
Sword.
Did you say lightning damage?
You bet.
Halved? Why halved?
No, so I halved it
Because
because
you saved.
you saved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was giving you the half number. It was actually 29 points of lightning damage.
Got it. I had a long day, guys. I may
That's
stumble a
fine.
few
Don't
times.
worry, glad you're here, man.
It's okay.
Oh man,
Maine appears to be the frozen great.
it
white
was
north.
all over New Hampshire. There were outages through the whole state of New Hampshire and Maine.
Nice,
Fucking crazy.
exciting fun up there in New England times. Red, it's your up.
Ren is looking pretty hurt, but he's going to swing at
Yeah, that'll hit.
20 to hit. Then we're going to...
Sneak.
and then we're going to cunning action disengage.
Okay.
And take a little...
Hop across.
You know what, actually, we're going to cunning action different me
Okay.
away, this way.
Flip.
All right. Well, we're gonna start off with our since he attacked a marked target, we're gonna use our unwavering mark. Get a bonus action with advantage attack. Oh, right. Any bonus damage on it? So, 15 to hit.
That'll miss. And then your attack actions.
Sorry, wrong sword. 24.
Okay. And stop for a second. Because
okay.
I'm all for keeping the same dice rolls. Are you going to use your hasted action to attack a third time?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the first attack of your series with Greatsword will miss because that roll's still low enough to fail.
Okay. Cool.
And then 24 and 19 will work. So
Actually, I'd like to burn the inspiration for the
that's
crit.
a lad. That's a lad.
Nice.
Yay.
So what's the bonus damage? Oh, it's already included. Okay, so 25 plus 9.
Hey guys, I'd like to point out
34.
1 combat, 2 inspirations.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah,
52.
good one.
She's bleeding quite heavily from this assault. Your precise attack, she seems to have anticipated it, like understanding the nature of your combat techniques. She blocks the unwavering mark, and then as you bring in the second attack, she quickly deflects it as well. But she seems to create a sense of arrogance at that point, and you kind of feel inspired, knowing that Sam's within sight. Bring your next blade blow in. It strikes true. Second blade blow against her her abdomen. She is bleeding those strange kind of slow, like highly thick blood, very slowly, very noticeably.
Yeah,
Kirgozler?
you heard Sam's inspiring words of "fuck her up."
Hit her in the mouth. Nerds. Lord Kirgozler.
All right. I go. This is what I say. I say, nobody throws a Kirgozler's hero in the water, and then I use my bonus action to, like, basically, this is what it looks like. It's like I kind of toss the silver sword kind of up in the air, and then it comes down just at the perfect spot. Shadow grabs it, runs over. I don't think he can attack this turn, can he?
He can move and attack. Yeah, if you're not using your action for anything else.
So he will attack with the silver sword and hopefully get sweet, sweet revenge on this evil angel.
She blocks
When
it.
did it happen? 16. Oh man. All right. So let it be, I guess. What
Okay.
can I do?
I can see Andy's brain like clicking. He's like, yeah, he's not even good. You might as well just throw him away. You shouldn't even keep him. He's not even good.
I fucking hate that guy. That guy sucks so bad.
Why throw away a perfectly good half orc?
Brock's go.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure my character could kill yours. Just remember that, Kevin.
I'm pretty sure I could bring your character back to life. Multiple
So
times.
I'd like to point out, nobody throws the Kirgozler's hero into the water
Right.
except for Vrak.
He could kill us all.
Is she flying right now?
She is not. She landed and tossed him into the water, and then he drifted away from him, away from her.
Alright, swing it.
Those are the rolls.
Oh, real quick. Sorry. She's over here though. She moved away
Oh,
from
I'm
you.
attacking Calgary.
Why are you attacking Calgar? He's your friend.
Kill
I
Kelga.
will give him the thing and let him do it.
Okay. He bounds down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He could get to here, not that space that you have him in. But 30 will hit.
You could float in the water, okay?
No, he can't. He's still bound by material laws. He can get to the other south. Yep, there you go. 30 will hit.
Okay.
Give me that damage.
That's sweet, sweet damage.
Sorry, I didn't have his sheet pulled up.
I'll get his macro set up if it's not already here in a bit. I think with the Evil S bridges, I was a little slower on the uptake.
Do you feel that sweet, sweet damage?
Yeah. So, Lord Kirgozler, you watch as Shadow fails, and where Shadow fails, Kelgar jumps in, holding the blaze hatchet, just grinning, and brings the axe down into her chest. She kind of looks at him horrifically, and then he says something in a language that, no, I don't think anybody here speaks, and kind of grins. And then
It's not draconic.
no, it's definitely
Okay.
a lower plains tongue. And as he kind of like holds it in her and kind of spins the blade, she kind of falls back, and you can see her body start to break apart like porcelain as it hits the ground. And that
Mama's so ugly.
probably not what he said, but
Good job, Brox.
Brock's got done. Brack, you're up.
I
You're-
like bacon in the morning.
you're in the water and you're starting your turn in the water. I need 2 things from you: Constitution saving throw and a Strength Athletics check. Saving throw is good. You take 7 points of lightning damage. Strength Athletics check is good enough. You can pull yourself up onto the shore without moving.
How much damage was that? One more time.
7. That's after the halving.
Well, on the bright side, he's not going to lose his rage right now.
No, yeah, he took damage.
Wait, there's another one somewhere, isn't there, or is there not?
It's on the other side.
There's another one over on this side, but
Yeah,
Okay,
you can't
so then can I get up on that side?
you can. 5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40 is your speed, right?
Yes.
You get to here. You got to climb up the dais.
Wouldn't it be better for me to go like here so I can get ready to move down the steps there,
You can
right?
just jump down the other side.
Or can I just move up them?
Yeah, if you go up the dais or up the stairs, it's going to require the same amount of effort. Because the up the stairs is difficult terrain as well.
Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna move to there.
Mm-hmm. That's 40 feet of movement if that's your base speed.
Yep.
For S's and giggles, if your strength is 20, right?
Yep.
oh,
All right. I'll let you make an attack against her. You can jump into her and try and slash into her. Okay? If you don't kill her with the attack, you go in the water. If you do kill her with the attack, you land in her
you still
space.
go in the water.
Better. Can I try to grab her instead of slashing her?
You're pretty sure that you can try that, but if you go with the offer I said, it might be better on you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But if you want to try and grab her and put her
But
in the
if
water,
I grab her and also fall in the water, that's what I'm kind of trying to do. Because if there's a small possibility I'm gonna go in the water, can I try to just maximize my chance of grabbing her and taking her in with me?
when she took lightning damage last, she was healed by it. If you want to pull her in, that's fine.
Oh, it's lightning damage that the water's doing
Yep,
to me.
water's
I've
lightning.
caught up. Yeah, I'm gonna try and slash her then. Let's fucking do this, boys.
Today on the WWE.
Okay, so like I said, your point of contact would effectively be here. So that's where you'll be for the attack purposes. You have to make this attack recklessly. You have no choice.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
The cage fight of the century.
That'll hit.
27.
Hey.
21. So, yeah, 20. Alright. She does not die from the blow. So you hit her. She kind of catches the blow with her shoulder. Lots of the weird, strange blood's kind of oozing out of her. And you plop into the water. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh wait, I have 14 damage in my damage pool. Does that kill her? Sorry, I forgot about that. I can use my reaction to add that to my damage. I don't know if that's...
So Path of the Resolved is a great class. You can pick it up in Hedges and Highways on DM's Guild.
D&D Beyond.
I'm going to take a screen cap real quick. You can see my hands. I'm not messing with anything. I'm not changing anything. I'm going to go ahead and give you a screen cap. 1 second.
He's increasing it by 1, isn't
Nope,
he?
nope.
Oh man.
Chatted.
I'm going to go
I'm
ahead.
going to guarantee it's chatted.
I'm going to get you a screen cap here and show you what I can see regarding her hit point total.
I'm so angry.
It was a really good attempt.
We'll post that in the Discord. And you
Come
can
on.
react as you so desire. You motherfuckers.
Ooh, 14.
On the dot. Nice.
Get fucked, John.
Tell me-
Your class is dope.
Tell me how that goes.
Oh man, so Vrax's coming from that area up on top. So imagine this from Valette's perspective. She basically turns her head and sees him come out of nowhere, launches himself, and in one fell swoop cuts her from shoulder to like waist, halfway diagonally across her body, and you just see her torso slip off of her as Vrak is like showered in her blood, standing where she was, looking at Villette with a smile on his face.
The blood kind of hits your body more like a pudding, or like if someone splashed you with honey, then it would be like then what Vrak is expecting. It's definitely a satisfying feeling, to be sure, because you watch as her body basically snaps in half. One portion falls to the ground and starts breaking across the flagstone there like porcelain. And then the right side of her, which was the shoulder half, the top half, the wing goes falling off and kind of spirals aside and hits on the other side of the water. When it hits, you watch as all of the black feathers of the wings kind of fly out, like kind of scratching across the surface of it. All of them appearing to have kind of like a glass-like nature to them. She definitely didn't appear to be glass-like when you were fighting her. It just seems that's the way she ended up once you defeated her. Yeah.
And then Celestials are not humanoids, right?
They are not humanoids, no.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Am I still in the water, or did I make it over now?
You land in her space, so
yeah. Fuck yeah, cool.
You cut her in half. You land kind of in. Yeah. Okay. Combat concluded. The two bodies kind of lay there, broken apart, and the interior matter. The best way to kind of describe it is kind of like a candy bar filled with nougat. You break it apart, and it's kind of like peels and pulls apart. That liquid's kind of like sticky and stretched out to everything. When Vrak hit it, it kind of exploded, and now there's kind of like tethers of this blood molasses attached to Vrak, to the corpse. And then the one that was smashed by Kelgar, obviously he doesn't have the same problem, tangibility and all. So there's no blood on him, but there is a bit of it on the blaze hatchet. None on the silver sword. Not a drop. but a bit on the blaze hatchet. Subtle rust, but a rust nonetheless.
Sure.
What do you do after the fight?
Hey, Ren, I just remembered. I need you to unlock something for me.
What is it?
So this, and I hold up Goodman's spellbook.
Now? Now you want this now?
Yes!
We're all bloody and messed up, and you want this now?
There could be a useful spell in here that might save us later down the line.
Okay. So I will try to open it up.
Okay. Go ahead and make a thievery tools with dexterity. Actually, intelligence on this one.
Intelligence? Wait.
So proficiency still, but proficiency intelligence. Or do you have expertise in thieves' tools? I can't remember.
I have expertise.
Okay, so expertise intelligence.
All the way.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
35 total is probably enough.
It's a critical success.
Why'd you roll it that way?
What do you mean?
Why didn't
I
you
have macros set up.
Yeah, if you click on the thievery's tools, you can choose which ability score you use.
Yeah, but that doesn't take into account reliable talent.
Oh, you don't need that. So I know that's the case. I don't need macros for reliable talent. I'm good without them. But anyway, yeah, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, you pick the lock. The book opens.
Yay!
Hello.
Did you check it out?
Yeah, while we're recovering, I'll check it out.
There you go. Ignore the slots portion. That's just from his
Yeah, that's
NPC
fine.
card.
I wasn't doing enough.
Villette would go looking for her sword.
Okay. It's slowly being dragged around the outside. The lightning doesn't appear to be maintaining its charge past this point. You're able to ferret it out. You would also note inside that book, inside the inside cover, it says combat book.
Gotcha. Really quickly, if I can, there is one spell I'm going to send right back to you that I want to just instantly put in my spell book.
Okay.
Using that ability.
Yep. He opens up his book, rips some spells out of Major Goodman's book, shoves them into his, closes the book. You can see the book kind of eat the pages. Yeah, that spell is now in your spellbook.
Cool. It's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's gonna love it when we're in combat and I drop that one.
You know what I love most. You know what I love most about that spell though, is the nature of the pyramid. Because technically,
yeah. I know.
Technically, it's right now. So would you be? I don't know how it's gonna work. We'll see. But anyways, is there anything you all want to do while you're here?
You're welcome. You're welcome, Sam.
Yes, thank you. That was very useful.
No problem.
I'll check out this room down here.
Okay.
Villette hypothesizes if all the gifts that we were given by the Fox Lady will potentially have drawbacks in the future. And that the more spells you feed the thing, the worse off we might be in the future.
Do you want to think on that for a second, Master Samuel? Or do you want to try and think how that might be the case?
Yeah, sure. Why not? He brought it up. Something interesting to think about.
Go ahead and make an intelligence arcana check while you're kind of puzzling it.
I hope you have a macro for it.
You know what? I don't.
Maybe
you should.
16.
You don't see how there could be any connection or any kind of drawback to the thing. You've identified it. You've definitely looked over the book. There's really nothing that you can think of besides someone taking the book from you. That would be a drawback. Yeah. Okay. Broxgar, you're kind of standing over the shard of the crystal. You would notice that inside of the breakage point, the part that came off, there does appear to be something lingering inside of the structure, the crystalline structure. And as you're kind of standing there looking at everybody as they're doing their own thing, you also note that the crystal is melting. It seems to be not like ice melts, but it just seems like the crystalline structure is kind of no longer solid anymore. Almost as if, trying to think of a good way of describing what I have in my head, but it's like someone's melting it, or it's being heated to a point where it's no longer structurally sound.
Alright, can I reach in and grab
Yep.
the part in the middle?
It's an orb. It's got a head in it.
Ooh. I'll hold it up to Sam.
Of the three, you have the bird, and that's it, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, this should be the Dragonborn.
Cool, so
Blue
we have
dragon.
a bird and a dragonborn now.
Correct.
Wait, I thought we needed a human and a tiefling.
Now we already have a human and a tiefling, but they were ones that we don't need.
Yeah, we need the bird, the dragonborn, and I can't remember what the third one is, so I hope someone wrote that down.
Andy's head. What?
Oh yeah, of course I did that. You know me, diligent note taking over here.
Sorry, what do you want to know?
What were the three heads that we needed? The bird head, the
I have 'em.
dragonborn,
Hold on. Yeah.
and the third one.
So there's a Kenku, the elf, and the blue dragonborn. So we have,
elf.
we have the elf. We need the blue dragonborn.
We just got it.
No, we just got the blue dragonborn. I thought the elf was the one that we didn't have.
No, we have them. We have them all.
I don't
Don't
think
we?
you have the elf.
Plus it. Don't
Where did
have
we get the
the
elf from?
Oh, never mind. We don't
So-
have the elf.
You should have,
Okay.
if my notes are correct, just to make sure we're accurate, going backwards through the track, you now have Naf Rockscale's head. You now have Ren,
Helenor.
and no, you don't have Relinor. You have Ren.
Oh, we have Mosai.
Yeah, the elf that you got was Ren in the Demon Wall room, and then it was also Valet's old head. And then in the room before that, it was Smoke, it was Musei Kaze, and it was a human's head, who you think is... I don't know if you've identified him. No, you haven't.
He's some guy.
Musei Kaze is an elf, though, right?
Musei Kaze is not an elf. It is a Kenku.
Is it Hadrian?
The head was Hadrian, correct.
Cool.
Not the Hadrian. Another Hadrian.
Yeah.
Hadrian Kirgozler. Got it.
Yep. He's not a gnome.
I think it was Hadrian Marklefae or something.
Marklefae is correct.
Gain
Right
inspiration.
Right here in my notes, man. Yeah.
I tried, John. I tried.
But that's what you got. Time-wise, you've been down here for the better part of an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Gotten a lot of stuff done.
Doesn't feel like anything has changed, and you definitely don't know what the condition of outside is.
I have very few spells at this point. I'm just letting you guys know.
I'm also quite weary from these fights, and as much as I think we need to press on, I don't know how useful I will be in any future conflict.
Yeah. I can't take more than one hit from those kind of creatures.
I couldn't take more than one hit from a fish.
I can take a couple of hits, but I'd rather not.
I'm doing fine. I don't know what's all wrong with you, bro.
He really is doing pretty good.
I'm doing fine.
I did spend some of your hit dice, though. 10 of them.
Barbarians.
So make sure
Fine.
you notate that. You should only have like 3 remaining.
We take another short rest?
I don't think it's worth it.
It's either long or
like-
none.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we get in a fight, we're screwed, so we have to figure that out.
I mean, we're not necessarily screwed. We're just most likely screwed. 90% chance that we're screwed.
Okay, you like those odds?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
What you doing?
I want to look in this room.
Yeah, it's pretty much ramsacked just the way you left it before. It doesn't look like it's changed. There's some
I think
notes.
last time we left it with a bunch of healing potions or something.
I don't remember that.
Out of curiosity, how long are we taking to do this? Because if we're taking a while,
You're going to start resting
Not
now.
long.
I might write something else down if we're taking a while.
Nah, we should be pretty quick, I think.
Okay.
I think we
gotta
need
get moving.
long rest. Time does not work the same in this temple, right? Right? Wasn't that the-
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Where are we gonna long rest though?
I don't know.
Does
You have any
time
more
work the
diamonds
same
to bring
way
me
as
back on a die?
Temple.
Because
I
I'm
do,
gonna
and
die next.
I actually have spell slots too, because I save them. That's what you gotta do. It's a sacrifice you have to make when you have kids. Oh wait a minute. No, I'm talking about Kirgozler's heroes. Yeah. So no, I mean I do have some low level spell slots left, but yeah, nothing high. So yeah, we're.
I mean, all I have left is a bunch of first levels, 1 second level, a 4th, 2 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. So I'm actually not doing terrible looking at it.
I mean, I have a 7 and a 5th, but I'd have to save at least a 5th to revivify somebody. No 4ths, no 3rds, 1 second, and 4 firsts. So yeah.
Ren raises his hand and says, I vote long rest.
All right, where are we gonna long rest though? That's the question.
It's one vote.
No, but I mean, where? Yeah, I agree with you. We should long rest. I think probably the majority of us
He's
do.
trying to caucus here. He's trying to get,
I mean,
Where
to
would we
be
rest?
fair,
Yeah, come
Okay.
over and stand with me.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think Lord Kirgozler was trying to get an idea of yeah. I mean, I understand what you Ren as a candidate's discussing here, but I kind of want to hash out what you're talking about.
Yeah, Sam
wanna
has
know-
cookies over there.
I want to know where we're gonna rest because that matters, you know.
Well, how about in this little alcove over here?
Do you think it's safe?
I don't know.
I don't
Not for a
know.
Do we still have that?
I still have that thing which I can cast ritually, guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
I thought that was only for a
I
short
mean,
rest,
granted, again, there's a chance that whoever is in this thing can just walk right in there.
though.
That's okay.
But
Let's take that risk.
John, couple things.
Shoot.
So with the level up, I got a 4th level slot that I currently have. and once I have access to 4th level spells, there's 2 spells that I always have quote unquote prepared because they're domain. Any other additional type spells that I wouldn't have access to, even the additional one from leveling up until I took a long rest to pray them.
Here's a fun thing, and I wanted to get it. I'm glad you brought it up before we got into combat. So Sam has no 7th level spells prepared, even though
Currently,
he's
no.
gained 7th level spells. Gilbert has no 7th level spells prepared because he hasn't prayed, except for his domain spells, which should be none because 5th level is the highest for domains. But the Paladin is in a niche spot. Gained a 4th level spell, has prepared 4th level spells. You do not have any chosen spells prepared.
Okay, cool.
Also, John, technically, I could have had 1 7th level spell prepared because when I go up, I gain 1 preparation.
Right.
But I did not choose any 7th level spells.
Different. You would not gain new prepared spells for leveling. You gain the ability to get more leveled prepared spells, but you do not have the prepared process. Yeah, the other thing I do for wizards is you don't technically know any 7th level spells. I know you gain them when you leveled. Those are things that you will have written down if you take a long rest here. The only one that's technically in your book at this moment is the one you just shoved in there.
Alright, so if we're about the long rest, Valette will use her 4th level slot and cast this on Broxgar.
Okay.
Death word.
Well, if you're taking a long rest. Okay.
Yeah, the idea being is if we somehow get into a fight, it'll be harder to kill Brox.
Fair enough.
Why don't you save your slot? That way, if we get into a fight and killed, you can resurrect people. Or not resurrect them, but revivify them.
It's been cast.
I mean, to be fair, if Broxgar dies, then he won't actually die. He'll come back with exactly 1 hit point.
It's the same thing.
Then he can die again.
But what if
and
it's
then
not
be
the person he casts a spell on? That's the important part. Is it if... I'm just trying to tell him something for the next time. Is maybe save it and then...
He's already made his decision.
Broxgar has the most
cool
hit points, and he now can't die. So he can take all the watches.
Yeah.
Sweet. I can also rage too, which I haven't really taken or used advantage of, but I shall.
Yeah.
It's lots of fun. You should
for
try
the
it.
half damage.
I thought Brock said that he can't survive a fight because he was about to die.
Oh, he spent hit dice.
Yeah, I had 19 hit points left out of the 132. Are we taking a long rest?
I thought so.
Yes.
I mean, Ren has his PJs on.
I have no spells now, and I have 6 hit points.
If you're taking a long rest, there's no need for any nonsense. You cast Leomund's tiny hut, basically encompassing the top portion of the glyph where the broken crystal is, and you take your rest. It definitely is apparent to Sam that if the owner of the pyramid, the current controller of the pyramid, so desired, they could enter into the Leomund's tiny hut with no concern or care for the boundaries that it generates. But even with that knowledge, you still manage to get in your full rest. When it comes to regaining hit dice, since we are kind of in a grind mode, you do not gain all of your hit dice back after completing a long rest. You gain a number equal to half rounded down, so 6 hit dice back. If that doesn't put you to full, I'm sorry, your next short rest is full.
John, 6 hit dice is the normal amount that you recover on a long rest.
That's what I
you
just
always
said.
recover.
Yeah, you can recover half your yeah. On a long rest, you recover half your hit dice total. You do not regain all of them. Yeah.
You have to roll for that, or is just
no? That's what you get. What I'm saying is like if you've spent all of your hit dice, you do not regain all of your hit dice. You only gain half of them back on a long rest.
Right.
Okay.
Never.
I know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know the rule. Others might not.
I don't know the rule. I'm a little confused. I spent 3 hit dice. What do I get?
You'll be back to full hit dice if you spent only 3. Brack spent 10. He'll gain 6, so he'll be down 4. So he'll have a total.
I also spent 10.
So you would have 6 back, which means you'd be at a total of 9.
Yeah.
Quick question, John. Sure. When you spent my 10 hit die, how many hit points did you get back?
A shit fuck ton.
Was it way up there in the chat?
Okay, because I don't know. I wasn't here to do the math because I also have the will to press on thing.
I know.
Which you should have added an addition. Oh, you did do that too.
Because when you were at basically
Perfect.
you were at full. So when you came back in, you had taken 2 blows from the angel and also been chains of obligation, and you were at like 140, right? Or 140 something. So, yeah, you'd had all your hit points granted.
Okay.
She hits like a dump truck, though.
Okay. Also, John, I know the thing resets on a long rest, so I can slap another spell on my spell book, right?
Yes.
Cool. I am slapping that one in my spell book.
Okay.
Which will also be kind of entertaining in here, I feel.
An interesting choice. I'm surprised you didn't go for one of those other 7s, but that's fine.
I mean, honestly, I have 2 pretty good 7s right now.
Fair.
So.
I would have had more fun with one of those too. It would have been hilarious, but.
I know that's the reason why I'm not putting that one. Actually, do you want to know what my other spell is that I got?
No big deal. Talking in whispers
John,
is fun
I have
for
a
anyone.
question.
Go ahead.
Do our Esper Edge charges reboot?
Oh, sorry, Joe. I think you misunderstood me. You just rolled a whole bunch of dice. You get all of your hit points back as normal for a long rest.
Okay.
You have spent hit dice. You have 10 gone hit dice.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay,
I asked that question, but it got drowned out.
Sorry. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Esper Edge charges, do they come back or
Long
not?
rest.
Okay.
It actually says dawn.
It does. That's why I was asking.
This will count because remember it was near nightfall when you started, 2 hours in, and then a long rest. So you're pretty sure. Well, it feels like that's at least an indicator that's the next day. Because it was destruction of wedding around noonish, and the celestial alignment, and then a couple hours of nonsense back and forth moving around the city, and then 2 hours down here. It's the next day.
So, are there any other horrors that we have to fight here?
Doesn't appear like anything pops out at you.
Damn.
Let's get out of here then.
You feel well rested and ready to go. You descend down, I presume, and the only other option that you haven't. Let me double check. A couple of other options you have not pursued. So inside of the first level's clear. Again, moving down to the second level. You remember that there was a stairwell at the very entrance of the Lich's lair that you have not descended down. In the lab, there was the strange solar connection, like the place with the lights, but you had to do some trickery with the doors, if you recall, to get into that place to find the Gygaxian key. You may not even have that place existing any longer, however, because of the nature of the pyramid's change. The laboratory, there was a stairwell that descended down, and this was the stairwell that you utilized to get to the prison facility where you found Brack, and to continue further down into where the foundries and, more importantly, the Soul Forge was located. That should be the new top of the pyramid. Because I don't know if you have been taking this into account, but this whole time you've been upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
What? Yeah.
Whoa. You're like right on the. You're about to ask a question. Oh my gosh, I can see it. Look at it. There's steam coming up.
Don't make the wish.
No.
So no, because the pyramid was upside down. We entered it, and then we got flipped upside down to be oriented with the pyramid.
Correct.
So we're traversing upwards.
Look, if I took
to the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah, if I took the pyramid away, you would fall headfirst into the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, I have feather fall, so.
Right. I want to make sure that you. Yeah, you definitely. It looked like you were trying to wrap your head around that. Yeah, you're currently upside down in alignment with the planet. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right. What you doing? Laboratory? Lich's chamber where the stairs are located? Attempt to find the Gygaxian lair so you can descend down the steps that were in that one? Or back upstairs and run away?
Run away!
Not after all this.
I'm kidding. We're not going to do that.
John,
Yeah, should we?
one question I have is, with this place, all the doorways and passages we're been walking through, how, like, if there's any doorways, how high are they? Are they, like, at least 10 feet tall, or?
They're 15 feet high, the doorways.
Oh, so like, a large creature could easily fit in this spot.
Yeah.
And walk through everywhere.
Yeah, that's always...
Good to know. Good to know.
It's always been the case.
Robo Pony.
Yeah, if you want to throw her out.
Well, I'm thinking about throwing out Robo Pony 2.0.
It's fine.
But
yeah.
that'd be...
I already overheard a bit about that. That's fine. But
Robo Pony 2. This time, it's serious.
The merits of the direction are kind of important to me. Obviously, they should be important to you. Think about it. So, the laboratory, as you recall, last you saw it, was definitely a site of strange laboratory, nonsense. There were bodaks that were locked inside of glass cages. There was some strange black ichor that was inside of huge vats. You witnessed the dragon being whisked away by magic in that strange magic circle. Although things might have changed with that magic circle and the contents therein. The staircase descended down through a series of pretty relaxing chambers and then into a very strange prison cell before you found your way past the foundry area and the prison chambers to get down into the open expanse underneath the pyramid where the Soul Forge lie. The steps that the Lich has in its chamber were once guarded with powerful magics, but are no longer. And the staircase inside of the Gygaxian chamber, the room filled with light, you're not sure how you'd get back into it, but they were not explored the last time you were here. Discuss.
Should we go where we've been before, which seems to be where we're running into these orbs, or should we check out that which we've yet to see?
I mean, just because we've gotten lucky with the first few doesn't necessarily mean that, all of them are going to be in a place that we've been. It's worth a shot, but it's also worth keeping in mind that it might not work out that nicely. Just to sow the seed of doubt there.
Well, what place seems the most likely to everybody that we need to go to?
Well, if we can get open the door with the Gygaxian key, I think that's a place we haven't been. So that seems like one of the better places to go.
All right, let's start there then.
Yeah, we can start there.
Everybody's in agreement.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't work, we'll go somewhere else.
So, as you recall, the method to get into that space was entering into the laboratory and then backtracking after entering the laboratory into that space. So, you head down to the bottom of the stairwell. You can see the two passageways before you. The Lich's door open, no longer sealed by the massive door that once held it closed. You enter through the hallway, heading towards the laboratory. And Broxgar, just as you noticed the last time you passed through this hallway, you notice that the door, or the hallway behind you changes once all of you are through. Ahead of you, there is the laboratory. There is a main difference, though. Up ahead, past the squishing wall, You see that there are large streaks of black fluid that seem to be going through the automatic doors. They appear to be trailing away from the two side passages which lead into the spaces where the Bodaks were kept.
I believe the Bodaks have been released.
So you can continue into the laboratory proper if you wish, or you can backtrack into the Gygaxian space.
Seems weird that there'd be an axe specifically for a boat.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Your
terrible.
Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad.
I do.
Alright, guys.
What's the plan?
What's the plan?
So, I'm for press forward, but if we want to retreat back to where the
No, I
Gygaxian
agree.
stuff was, I'm fine with that.
I thought this was the way towards the Gygaxian stuff. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm fine with whichever.
in a sense it is. So if you remember, you went into the laboratory and Broskar acutely pointed out that the passageway that you just left out of changed when you entered it the first time. So it did the same thing, but when you backtracked into that space, that's where you found the rakes, the Nagoths, the weird shadow creatures with the varying AC. And that's also where you met Three-Mouth, the strange guardian with hands that have mouths in their palms that appear to be a potent spellcaster.
Right. Seems like we're destined to clear this place out. Let's just keep pushing forward.
Is there anything we can do to prepare ourselves to fight these Bodaks?
Okay, that's forward to you, okay.
Get ready to not die.
Yeah, towards the black trail of, was it Icker? Or whatever that is.
Oh, yeah. 1 second.
That's
Iker or Ikor?
Iker.
Iker.
Iker or Iker?
You're the English major, you tell me.
I really don't use that word very much, so I think that the way you said it sounds fine.
Igor?
No, not that.
Walk this way.
Walk this way!
Nice.
Alright.
Oh, man.
Let me get you on the board there. The way you were talking about it, it sounded like you were going one direction. I gotta change everything now.
And roll
Sorry.
initiative.
Maybe.
Yeah. We all die.
Are you there, Zach?
Sorry, what was that?
No, we just need you because there's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, I'm here.
We thought maybe a tornado hit you or something.
Nope.
Ice NATO.
I needed more alcohol.
Alcohol NATO.
Right.
Sounds wonderful. All right.
All
Oh,
right.
I messed it up. Hold on. Everyone's tokens are super massive. It's been a while since I've used this map. It was made bigger, or it was made smaller so that you had more space to play around in. Yeah. Although if it's any consolation, my computer's handling it really well. Unlike last time we were here. Thank you, Chris Chody and Jeremy Wilbur, for the sweet ram, you beautiful people.
Oh, nice.
You beautiful bastards.
John likes getting ram from Chody and Wilbur's up.
Yeah.
Joe.
That is like
rammed his computer.
100% what I meant.
Wow.
I don't know, Jeremy's pretty hot.
And he read your book.
Okay, I think I got him. That was an annoying process. Hope I never have to deal with it again. Okay, so you enter... Oh, whoops, wrong one.
Hilarious.
Hold on. So.
I think this is when we fight Ashmedea.
Yeah, this is backwards.
Wow. I vaguely remember.
It's all coming back now. Oh, now you're too small. Technical difficulties. Somebody play some hold music or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's the hand.
We'll just talk and everyone goes
believe
silent.
it. Hold on to that feeling.
Oh man, you trying to get John taken down with a copyright strike?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I
Word.
can't put this on YouTube now. Jeez.
It was very accurate to how he said everything, so.
Yeah,
Yes.
It was on point.
What can I say? I just have the most beautiful thing.
Oh,
So
you should have
in
ended
the
it.
time that it's been taking John
That
to
would
do
have been
this,
perfect timing.
I
Would have been perfect
got my
timing.
thing for PrinceCon, guys. So
You what?
I got my thing for PrinceCon at the time it took John to actually like do stuff.
Wow. If he wasn't so busy getting rammed by people.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you
God.
should have got more RAM to be.
I'm pretty sure the RAM wouldn't have helped me with my slowness. Like, I was the problem. It wasn't the computer. Anyway, yeah.
I always see.
The passageway up ahead, the shutters, the hallway directly to your left there. That's the part that closed when you hit the button on the remotes, which I don't think anybody has. But yeah, up ahead, this T section at the end of the way there, that's where the Iker was. You're all the way to the right if you're looking for yourself on the map.
I only have like 5 feet of visibility.
Let me check something here.
I can 10
I see
feet. I can see out to there like.
Alright, I
dimly.
see it. I'm good.
I'm sorry to be a pain.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry, John.
Should be fine on vision. There's nothing blocking it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's being a pain in the butt right now.
Where did Valette go? She walked away.
She walked towards the edge. So the black trails come from the south and the north, and they look like they go into individually those two side passages there, the ones that would close with the switch, if you recall from the last time you were here.
Shall we proceed, everyone?
Cannot see where anyone is.
I had a reload.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to reload my page and see if that works.
Yeah, this map's pretty big.
Because I literally can not see, like, past my hand, basically, in the map. I don't know why.
I guess I can check your vision again. Hold on.
Oh!
Now I see
Wait
it.
a second. Hold on 1 second. There's 2 of me on the map, and I was looking at the wrong one, John. That's what's going on.
Oh, are you still over on the left side?
I'm still over on the left side. That's the reason why things were screwed up.
Weird. I'm gonna go
Okay,
ahead and delete
I'm
that
fine,
out.
guys. I can see things. Just got the wrong token, apparently.
Yeah, that's weird.
I guess it's my token characteristic.
I don't see you on the map.
It's getting
What's
worse.
me on the map?
The other you. Oh, I see you on the map.
Yeah, I'm right down here.
You little turkey. That was pre-black mask, so you wouldn't have been able to see that far. Yep, you're over in the prison area. Okay, well, that said, you move in that direction. You can definitely hear some movement coming from the other side. It sounds like kind of like metal being stepped upon. Yeah.
You're leaving Hawk behind.
Well, then he'd better catch up.
He'd better cats up.
Was that a joke about Shadow?
Too soon. Too soon.
It's never too soon.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Vrock, should you go through the south? I'll go through the north. Let's split up in the groups of 3. Well, 6.
Just realized I didn't reset my health from the long rest. Should do that.
That's not good.
Okay. Let's stop there.
Place.
Can't see anything in the room.
Oh, are you blind? Or you just can't see anything?
I just can't see anything.
Okay. You still have vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
maybe it's just not far enough to see anything.
I had told Tim to stop a while ago, and
Tim
just kept
I
going.
did not hear.
Yeah,
sorry.
Basically, where Gilbert was, like you were one square north of that. And that's where I wanted you to stop.
Okay, that's good. I didn't see anything. If I could have seen something.
No, you wouldn't have been able to see anything because it didn't jump out of the pool yet.
Because it's still invisible.
It's the invisible monster.
Dracula!
Alright.
The Toxic Avenger.
The Invisible Man?
Yes. There's a new one of those coming out.
Why isn't it flipping into vision?
I don't know. Why isn't Kevin Bacon the Invisible Man?
There he is. Okay, so this creature leaps out and lands onto the grating.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Just appears to be one of them.
Doesn't look good.
But go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I love those. 26.
Nice.
Okay. You seem to be fine.
Flet calls out one on the by the far great pool as well.
Should we form up?
That might be for the best.
Form up.
Yes, form up.
Kirgozler's heroes assemble.
Assemble, yeah.
Come on, Vrac.
Form up. I'm leaving.
I have a shield, which makes me Captain America.
They're to the north and to the west.
And I'm mostly a robot, so that makes me Iron Man.
So
Iron
if
Woman.
anybody present is familiar with the video game Castlevania,
So you're saying I'm Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Which hopefully you all are. When the weird creatures would jump out of the water and kind of splish, that's effectively the effect you're getting, except instead of water, it's kind of that nasty black fluid from before. And there appear to be a total of 7 of them.
Oh, Jesus.
They look pretty meager. They're definitely undead.
Brock is the Incredible Hulk, and Brockscar is Hawkeye.
You will note, too, that these creatures appear to be smaller, and they have less arms than the ones that were inside of the containers from before.
Oh, so you're saying that they've improved on the model and are using less parts?
Yeah, that's it. All right. Let's go ahead and throw up a counter. And
So Ren would say to Vrac and to Sam, "Come this way towards towards Valette."
Okay.
This creature is the Bodak. It can be found in book.
It's not one of mine.
I know.
Plus, he doesn't need help.
I have this book too.
This whole stream is frickin'. It's a frickin' advertisement for them. Oh. Okay.
True.
So, bear with me here. A couple of things I need to make sure I do here. All right. That's not noticeable enough. Let's make it a little bit better. Yeah. Actually, I'll just keep track of it. That's fine. Okay. Looks like the top of the docket is Ren.
Can you remind me how much movement the Espers have?
They have the same speed as you.
Great. So as a bonus action, Ren transfers Katsujan to Byaka. I can't seem to... I'm kind of stuck there? What's happening?
Oh, hold on a
Is
second.
it because it's...
Sorry. Okay. Transfer it over to Byako, and then...
I'm trying to move... Is this a wide open space? Because I can't seem to move. It's all dark. Is that because Ren's not there?
Yeah, it doesn't have vision.
So I'm just going to move Ren with Byako, even though Ren's really outside, right? Is that all right?
Sure. But then put Ren back.
Then I won't be able to see.
You wouldn't
that's
be
good.
able
That's
to
good enough.
see because you're outside. And also...
Oh, yeah.
The platform there, if he's standing in that position, he's falling. He's not standing.
He's falling?
Yeah. So if you pay attention to the metal grating around, that's at an elevation of 30 feet above the ground. And the back's 30 feet tall.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, great. So basically, bonus action...
That's funny. Did you see what he did? He said, great.
Great.
Yeah.
Like I meant it too. Right, sure.
I'm having fun with it.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit it.
Then the dab.
Should be able
19
to just,
slashing damage.
You should be able to, yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Alright. Sam?
You know,
I'm
so tempted.
You are starting in the door frame, not on the opposite side of the door. Go ahead.
Who?
And, Sam, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Guys, good thing that I took Resilience, so I now have proficiency in Constitution. 21!
Oh, nice.
And you're within 10 feet of me, right? So you'd have another +4?
I'm at the bottom.
Okay. You're good, but staring at this thing is creepy as hell, and you can feel it kind of digging into your soul.
Nice. Guys, do I blow my 7th level spell this early?
No.
Yes.
It's a really good crowd control spell.
Do it.
It's a really good crowd control spell. You know what? Fuck it. Reverse gravity, baby!
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's awesome.
Go ahead and draw me out the...
I'm basically just going to...
50-foot radius? Holy cow.
I'm trying to get basically all of the Bodaks in this that I can. From the front backwards.
Okay. So they will fall. Looks like 50 feet radius. So one back from that. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to get them all. They'll fall 20 feet up. Dexterity saving throws from them before they fall, though. See if they can grab onto the railings. They're all pretty close to them except for... No, they all are close to a railing. DC is 19?
20.
20.
Yes, that going up a level really helped.
An awesome spell.
Half and
Isn't
half.
it?
So...
Half of them are out, guys.
The first two succeeded. The third one failed.
There's got to be a special marker for.
I'm assuming you're going to mark them
Yeah, I'm
somehow.
gonna. Hold on.
Cool. I'm going to be right back. Bonus action, I'm handing my dagger to Pockets.
And then that one would have failed. When you hand the dagger to Pockets, he has the biggest, just dopiest grin on his face.
Alright, I'll get to it. Thanks for trusting in me, boss.
Alright, so it looks like 3 of the 7 are the ones that have the prone logo on them are on the ceiling. Which is 20 feet up from this position. It is 50 feet up from the ground level. Alright.
As a question, do they take fall damage?
Yeah, they took falling damage.
Nice.
But you'll note that they don't appear to have taken any damage from the falling.
Interesting. Also, just to
You can make a religion check as a freebie on that one. I guess that's fair.
Everybody or just him?
Just him.
Nope, that's an 8.
You're not sure what that means. Okay. Alright, Brack?
So this reverse gravity thing is over with, right?
No.
Nope.
Oh no, no. So huh.
The ones that have the prone logo on them are the only ones that fell upwards. The other ones are holding onto the railing and have themselves braced. Their gravity hasn't been switched. So, like, they haven't fallen. They're hanging upside down. So, the 2 that are closest to you, they are technically within swing shot. But, apologies, sorry, a couple of things. When you start your turn, go ahead and, rewind. When you end your turn, Sam, no, you're behind the wall. Alright. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Brack.
I moved behind the wall just because, you know.
Brack, at the start of your turn, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
27.
Success.
I think he passes.
Oh, actually, I did it wrong. I did it wrong for the first time. I did it wrong for you, but I'll do it right next turn. Go ahead and take your turn.
I see it, Tim.
Oh, sorry. I was.
How far down this path can I get before the gravity kicks in? Does it kick in right on these squares?
Basically,
I'm a little confused by the
Sure.
spell radius. Sorry.
That's fine. Let me try and get you a field. Here, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves because dead air is boring.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots,
That's
peas
not
and carrots.
talking.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, here's some talking though. For my turn, I'm gonna send my weapon to Sayer and have her empower it, but I just don't know where to move yet.
Okay.
That's fine.
But that's what I'm doing, is giving her the fight.
Okay, but you're staying in or you're going to be moving in. Got it.
I just don't know where, depending on how the field is set up.
Sure.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I don't want to step into it and then fall up like an idiot.
That wouldn't be good.
No, right? I feel like Brack is a little bit better than that.
Maybe you could drop your weapon into that vat of whatever the hell that black stuff is.
It'll fall up.
Ooh, that would be so cool. Then you'd have to jump up to get it and slam it into the roof. Ooh, look at that. So nice. hey, this is dead air, right? So, hey,
Yeah.
you guys that live near Philly, did you hear there's a place in Lancaster, I believe, that's a women-owned craft brewery, Stouts. It's closing, I heard. Can you believe it? It's a bummer. I think the woman's retiring.
I haven't heard of it.
Oh,
That
that's
is
kind of
depressing.
It's interesting. It's a neat little place. It's like a big German place.
That would be the aura. It's 50-foot radius.
So
Okay. Then Vrak is gonna move. I think here without getting affected, right? Or do I need to move here?
You shouldn't be on a square that has blue on it.
Actually, I'm gonna move here.
cool.
For melee guys, to make things a little harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still,
That's my
it
turn.
was fun.
So go ahead and let me double check here. So he's
I got some tricks up my sleeves.
up in the air, but he's within range and he is outside of it. Go ahead and take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it was a good crowd control spell to open up with.
All right. Next up is Vrak.
You mean Brox?
Brox.
Yeah.
You're twins.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many poisons?
Oh, sorry. You're not around the corner.
Oh, it's my action. I thought you said I was taking damage.
No, not yet. He was taking damage, but it looks like you're still around the corner. You're not in the room yet, so nothing for your start of your turn.
I'll move in and morph to Fury.
Okay.
Morphin' time!
Mighty morphing.
All right.
17 to
Broxgar's
hit.
Blaze Hatchet changes shape. Who are you attacking?
The one on Biak.
Oh, okay. That's right. You're shooting. It's an action to change it to Fury, though.
Oh. Okay. I'm moving
Action
in.
surge.
I am Fury. And that's it.
Action surge? No? Okay. Alright, so you will take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Hooray!
Yep, just 5. Alright. Valette?
Alright.
Oh, sorry. I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Valette?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
First
what
one?
I meant by I was doing it wrong. Each one is using.
So I should have done 2.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're doing it right from on.
Alright, so 24.
That's a success. That's a
And a 13.
success.
Whew. Alright.
Was worried about that second one.
So if I were to step into this one right here,
Yeah,
I'd
you'd
be
be fine.
touching blue, and therefore I'd be gravitized.
If it's not more than half of the square that you're in, that's covering the one that he was talking about moving into, I guess he could be up 1. He'd be fine. Vrak, that is, if that's where he wanted to be. But yeah, if it's not covering half of the square, it's not counting. It doesn't count.
Okay, so right here I am fine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you,
All
hear, did you hear that, Zach? If you want to be up 1, you can be.
What's a Snicker Snack? The Bodak.
Got it. Thank
19.
you.
19 hits.
And 17.
And 17 hits.
Alright, that'll be a 9 slashing, 8 radiant, and 13 slashing, 5 radiant.
22, 30. 5. Alright, it's still barely holding on to the railing. It's not standing, it's kind of hanging there. Okay, and you're done?
Yes, I end my turn.
1 second. Okay, no, actually, you'll take 10 points of
Where did
necrotic
Valet
damage.
go?
I take 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Things don't seem fun.
They seem to
No, they do not.
be emanating an aura of death or annihilation. Lord Kirgozler.
I don't see where Valette is, so that's kind of concerning to me. I mean, I don't see her.
I think she's stepping on. She's on top of an Esper, so she can't enter space there. You'll need to move back or down.
Yeah, she's like disappeared.
I'm not in an Esper spot.
Yeah, you are.
Where
Oh,
are you?
Biako is not. He's flying right now.
He can't fly.
I know, but he's right here from me.
Oh. Yeah, it moves straight down one. So if you could move straight down one yourself or back one,
Okay.
and then take the
That's
opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. All right, Lord Kirgozler.
Okay, that changes things. Here's kind of a crazy question. If we hit these monsters...
Oh, sorry.
they happen to be-
Go ahead and make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Yes, start us off right. Alright, come on, baby.
You are within 10 feet.
Success.
13, work, plus whatever. Oh, good.
Success.
Alright, success. Alright, I guess I will, as a bonus action, have... Well, here's a question I have. If we attack these things that are bracing themselves, is there a possibility we will, like, would they have to roll some sort of a saving throw or be knocked up high?
Doesn't look like it happened with the first Bodak when Valette slammed into it.
Right.
If you
Sadly, that is not how the spell works.
If you shove it, you can try and push it off of its
yeah.
hold, but that's a different type of
They're
attack.
holding on. Yeah, they're holding on. Is what I'm thinking. So, alright. I will have, give my Esper to Shadow and have Shadow attack this one. What would Shadow have to do to try to push him off of the railing? Like, is that a strength check or something?
Shadow
or is he
can't
able to
do that.
Okay, because he's like a spirit dude.
You
Alright,
can
he'll
only attack with
the sword then.
Okay.
Right? I mean, that'll work.
Yeah. So as Shadow swings at the Bodak, you watch Shadow discorporate for a second and kind of fizzle out, and the silver sword moves out of its hand and hits the ground.
Not cool.
Shadow
What
kind
is
of
that?
looks confused and kind of looks back at you, and the Bodak's just kind of.
Wait a minute though. Didn't Shadow just do exactly what Biako did?
Yeah.
Oh, could it be the color of the background?
That's crazy. That doesn't affect gravity. Everybody knows that.
Just kind of hanging there.
I don't know. Could be. That's bogus. All right. So I guess I know what I gotta do next turn.
Defy gravity.
Yes. Moonraker. I'm just gonna throw that up. All right. Next. I'm done.
Mhm.
That's it.
All right. It'll go to. Actually, I apologize. The Bodaks haven't gone yet. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Apologies. They haven't acted yet.
Okay. Well.
They don't have reactions to start because they weren't really terribly aware of you. That's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. I know. I'm sorry. I have to open Shadow real quick.
It's
Should
fine.
take a second. All right. There you go. And there, Silver Sword. Let's do this, guys. This is what it's all about.
Finally hits. Just click on the word Silver Sword in the chat and it should pop the damage.
In the chat, yeah.
All
Silver
the
Sword.
damage.
Boom! 21 slashing from... And then, you know what? Probably what Shadow would do is he'd look over at Ren after he caused all that slashing damage and wink at him.
Sure.
What an asshole.
So the thing that's kind of peculiar to most of you is Shadow is using the Silver Sword, which is a rapier, but he's using a technique he's kind of perfected. He places the point of the blade against the Bodak's underthroat and then drags it down and away, which is why he deals slashing damage instead of piercing damage. But it's a very fine and precise cut. That said, the Bodak doesn't look terribly happy about it. Gilbert, not having moved your position, you're going to take 10 points of necrotic damage at the end of your turn.
Ooh. Automatically take that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Not good for me. All right.
Okay. So the ones that are marked prone will go first. They are currently in a reverse gravity state. This one moves to here.
I.e., they're in actually the correct orientation.
Correct.
To the earth, not the pyramid.
Right. That's what I was meaning.
When that Bodak leaves the aura, it falls straight down and hits and falls prone again. It looks like they were able to maneuver out of prone really quickly in a very strange and natural way. But it rushes over and it exits out of the aura and then falls down again and just kind of slaps against the steel of the mesh there, and it lays there. It doesn't look like it dealt any damage to it though. This one here does kind of a similar deal, but it doesn't make it outside. It's actually going to be one back from where I initially thought it was going to go. This one down here is holding onto the railing. It's going to kind of crawl with the railing about there. And about there.
I'm not taking damage was not something I was expecting, but oh well.
And the one that's hanging on next to Valette will menacingly just focus its attention on her. Constitution saving throw, please.
Man.
It's a failure.
11.
And you'll take 37 points of necrotic damage.
Man. Oof.
Done for it. It was a really good roll, by the way. The one that is up above, that rushed over but hasn't fallen down yet, will stare at Valette as well. Another Constitution saving throw.
13.
Success. You'll take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Alright.
And the one that's hanging on there with Shadow in the way, focusing its attention on Valette as well. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
19.
Yeah, you're taking 9 on that one. All right. Done. Goes to the top. Red.
Yeah, Ren. So
sorry.
Biako has Kasujin.
So you're standing in the
Biako.
Well, real quick, you're standing in the doorway, right?
Ren is standing in the doorway.
I need.
So I was.
Hold on.
Cheer. Actually moved up just so I can see. I was right here. I moved up so I can't because I can't see the map.
Okay, to start, you moved around the corner. Got it. You're fine. You didn't start there. That's fine.
So basically, Biako is going to look towards Vrak, who is holding.
Sorry, let me double check the wording on this.
Sure.
It must immediately make the saving throw. Okay. So yeah, if you're averting your attention, if you're not looking at it, and then you start looking at it, you'd still need to make the saving throw. But
I'm not looking at it though.
You can't control Biako or command him to do things without seeing the battlefield.
I can't control Biako.
Biako's not. He follows commands. He doesn't just do what he wants. He's not his own entity when it comes to the combat segment. So what that means is he effectively acts as your token, your pawn, but he has no line of vision of his own. He can't go running around fighting crime by himself. He needs you to direct him. To be able to direct him, you need to be able to see him. So this game of playing behind the wall isn't going to work for Biako. It's not how this works.
That's fine. So I have to be here. That's fine. So I'm making a con save, which I am not.
No, making 4 con saves.
Which I am not good.
Where'd Matt go?
Did I pass them all?
Hold on. I'm sorry, I gotta fix. Success, failure, failure, success. All right. You'll take, for the 2 failures, in total, you'll take 30 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Or psychic. Sorry, psychic damage for this one.
Is that considered an attack or just an effect?
It's saving throw, Constitution versus the effect. So yeah, not an attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Byaku look at Vrak, who is holding Asafune, and give like a knowing nod, and so he's basically going to ready in action to attack when he has Asafune, as well as.
More correct language is he can't ready an attack to do anything. The only actions he can take are the ones that are listed in your option. So you're readying an action. I'm
ready in action. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry, I disappeared for a second. My cat stepped on my Wi-Fi cable and turned it off.
Cats.
Yeah, I gotta love them.
Do you though? All right.
Yeah, I mean they barely love you back, right?
Yeah, I know.
So you're specifically readying an action to have it Byaku attack with Asafune and Ketsujin once he has Asafune.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll take 20 points of necrotic damage at the end of your turn.
Ouch.
Sam?
Yeah, I can't do this a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Once, like, all of these things stop popping up on my screen, there we go. Okay, I am going to step around the corner, because...
Hold on, you started outside though, right?
There's evil things.
Did you start outside in the doorway though?
I started outside right there.
1, 2, 3, 4 Constitution saving throws, please.
Woohoo! Watch Sam die, guys.
Party time.
2,
Doing great so far.
3, 4.
Oh, you did great.
Yep, you're good. Nothing happens to you.
Okay, cool. As a quick question, this one is kind of floating for me. Is he sitting over the liquid pit, or is he sitting over the metal mesh?
He's on the ceiling directly over the other one.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Just wanted to... Wow, those were really good rolls. I just looked at the chat.
That's fine. Pat yourself on the back. They actually would have been better...
Ow!
No, Valet's aura is outside. Yeah, it's only 10 feet. Never mind.
Yeah. Alrighty then. So I was thinking of just casting like all of my high level spells just to burn all like everything useful. That was going to be my plan, but upon seeing the situation, upon seeing the situation, I'm going to go with something simple and sensible, and I'm trying to think if... Oh, sorry. Also, for the Esper Edges things, if they attack, that uses my action for them to attack.
They don't have... They are not creatures.
Right.
They are an
so
extension of
if
the
I
player.
wanted pockets to attack, it would be...
Your action.
Right. Okay. I'm not going to have him attack on this turn, but I am going to move him into a position to attack.
Okay.
And then I'm guessing I wouldn't know which one's taking too much damage, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile as that one.
Okay.
So yeah, 5,
that's
4.
what,
that was...
No, that's one roll. That's one roll. You need to roll. Click the spell 2 more times.
I hate the way that this works. I need to rework this thing.
Yeah.
So that's 11 damage.
Blast, and it kind of falters back and away. Seems to kind of move away from the railing it's holding onto. Falls straight up and hits the ceiling. Doesn't appear to be moving.
Nice. And then I am going to retreat back to the other side of the wall, bravely.
Let me double check something here. I don't know if this requires sight or not. Within 30 feet. And it does ignore vision nonsense. So you'll take some necrotic damage. 5, 10, 15 necrotic damage for you, Sam.
15?
Actually, no, sorry, 10. The ones on the ceiling is 20 feet up. The diagonal doesn't work. Just 10.
10. Cool. Ow.
That's a retcon for you, Ren. Go ahead and gain 5 hit points back. That would have been the same as true for you.
Okay.
Okay, Brack.
We're gonna send the Osofune from Sayer to Byakko.
Okay.
Which should trigger his
reaction
thing.
Byakko is currently adjacent to no creature, so his reaction goes off without a hitch.
What about the one that there's no one that's where that's down on the ground?
The one that was adjacent to that one's up above.
20 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Could he then move and attack?
No.
Cool.
That was your bonus action.
I don't know what to do, man. I don't have to roll any Constitution saves.
Oh, sorry. One. Let's see. The one from the ceiling would be too high. 2. Give me 2 of them. Success, success.
Dude, I'm at a fucking loss. Can I just try to intimidate this one to force him to come at me? I don't know, as like as my action or whatever.
Yeah, no need to roll. It ignores that.
Okay, that's my turn, I guess.
All right, Broxgar. 1. 1. 1. Oh, this one hit the ground. 2. Give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
Me?
Yep. Yeah, just the 2. This one and this one up above you. Success, success. You're fine. Feel free to act as normal. It's Fury now.
Does anything happen when he crosses that threshold?
It can't fly out that far because that's a jump off of the ledge, so it can't even get there.
How far down is it?
It's 30 feet. If he hops off,
What's he gonna do? Break his legs? He's a gun.
if he hops off, drops, hits the ground, and then moves to it, he starts falling towards the ceiling, and hits it.
Ah.
So yeah, he's up on the ceiling.
Okay. And how far away is that from where they are? 30 feet?
Let's see, you would have 5, 10, 15, and then fucking 10 more to get into the space. So that's where he's at. He's adjacent to the one. Well, no, this one. Yeah, he's adjacent to this one.
Adjacent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gonna flip him, Blaze at him?
I mean, it's Fury right now, so I'll take an action to make it.
No, that's not how it works. If you ever flip it to, it's always Blaze Hatchet. It always has the trait where you can throw it to him. Anytime it's thrown to him, it becomes the Blaze Hatchet.
Okay, yes, I'll throw it.
In all positions into the Blaze Hatchet.
And then he'll take a swing, since I still have an action.
So, it'll use its reaction. The axe drops from the ceiling and hits the floor 50 feet down as Kelgar dissipates for a second. The attack is canceled.
Alright. That is it for my turn. If it's canceled,
Okay.
he only gets the one attack.
Yeah. But Broxcar. Take 10 necrotic damage at the end of your turn, and then Bullet, you're out.
No, you take it.
Okay, I will. That's fine. I'm immune
Okay,
to necrotic.
I'll take it.
I'm immune to necrotic damage. Because I'm a turd. And meta, man.
True.
Valette, start of your turn. 1, 2, 3. Con saving throws. Success. Success, success.
Oh, yay.
God, I'm waiting for that failure.
Never, John, never.
Ah, it's fine.
Alright. I gotta take stock where my friends are.
Sure.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this may be a good moment to use it. We're gonna cast a little bit of a bless action.
Okay.
At 3rd level. So everyone but Vrax, since there's no way you're in range, you are now blessed.
Plus 1d4 to saving throws and to attack rolls.
Yep.
Nice.
Good choice. Lord Kirgozler.
All right. I have a little question.
Sorry. 5,
Can
10,
I-
15. 15 damage, Valette.
Yeah.
Necrotic.
Well, I never used my movement. I choose to leave the room now.
Oh, yeah.
I probably wouldn't do that.
If you want to.
Well, the thing is that I can't end my space in next to anyone because they're all taken up.
Yep.
So, I mean, I guess it would make sense to leave, right? So I don't take big damage.
Yeah.
I would move. I'll move to a more centralized location.
Okay. 5. Where's your spot? Okay. Yeah. So 5, 10. This one is on level, so it'll be 15.
Still 15.
5, 10, 15. This one's at a sharp angle, and it's also on the ceiling.
Alright. I have less than half health now.
Yeah. Lord Kirgozler.
All right.
Was that 5 separate instances, or is that
5, 5, 5.
Oh gosh. Alright guys, let's Alright, I pass on my concentration.
You guys are assholes with the con saving throws, aren't they?
Wow.
Yeah, a bit.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Bodox are supposed to be single fight creatures for 6th level characters. So I was like, what about 7 of them?
Do I do any con saves at the beginning of my turn?
Oh yeah, for sure. 1, 2, 3 for you. 4. I think. Let me double check.
The reason why I stayed behind a wall.
You have bonus to your saving throw though.
I have a D4.
You're adjacent to Valette. First off, that's plus 3.
Plus
okay,
4.
Yeah.
Plus 4. Yeah, you save on all those. You're fine.
Okay, sweet. So I am going to have Shadow, who's my Esper, transfer the blade back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Okay, so no. Sorry, it cannot. It dropped it, right?
Oh, can it pick it up? And
Did Shadow?
transfer it or no?
Was Shadow the one that dropped it?
Was it
Yes.
me?
Shadow dropped it, and also Kelgar dropped it. So yeah, no, it can't pick up the weapon. It can only receive the weapon from you.
Oh, where is the weapon?
It's right at Shadow's feet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I am going to move down. That's 15 of my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up the sword and put it in its sheath. What does that do? Is that like an item interaction thing?
Yeah. Well, it's 2 item interactions there, but yeah.
2 item interaction. Then
You only get 1 a turn. You cheater.
Okay.
You picked it up. You have it in your hand. It's fine.
Okay, I'll just pick it up. Then would I know, as being the awesome cleric of dim that I am, are Bodax, like, would I know if they're undead or not? I mean, they're doing a lot of necrotic there.
Are you thinking about it real hard?
Yeah.
Make an action check with religion. So you're thinking about it real hard as your action. You can make a religion check.
Yeah, sure. I mean, oh gosh, I have a crappy religion score. All right, 18.
Yeah, Bodaks are undead. Also, what you know about them is they're immune to lightning, poison. They resist cold, fire. They're also immune to. They're resistant to necrotic normally. You think that these ones might be different, and they're also resistant normally to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. They're immune to the charmed, frightened, and poisoned condition. Probably why the intimidation didn't work. They emanate an aura, which they can activate and deactivate, that deals necrotic damage within 30 feet of it. Undead don't care about it, which is why they're not killing themselves. They have a death gaze. Any creature that starts its turn looking at it within 30 feet of it has to make a Constitution saving throw at DC 13. On a failure, they take 3d10 psychic damage. If they fail by 5 points or more, their hit points are reduced to 0.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bodaks are fun.
Yep. Okay.
They're
Good.
hypersensitive to sunlight, and then they can perform a withering gaze, which is kind of like a focused press of their death gaze, which does 4d10 necrotic damage, or half on a failed saving throw.
So, did Gilbert prepare Dawn?
No, I didn't prepare Daylight either, which is a good spell, but it's very, situational. But I do have something else I can do next turn. That was my action.
These ones appear to be different in 2 ways to the normal, typical Bodak. First off, they're not taking falling damage, which might mean they resist all physical damage, or are immune to all physical damage. You don't know. And then it appears that they have some sort of interaction with the Espers.
Ooh, they're Esper sensitive. All right, so
they can distort an Esper and cause it to effectively lose its attack as a reaction.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. I'm gonna say that to him. Not cool. All right, I think I moved 15, so I can continue my movement if I understand the rules properly. So that'd be up to 30. And then, gosh, I want to get out of here, but I'll wait another turn. Can I have my Esper move also?
Your Esper has your same speed. Whenever you move, it can move as well.
I'm going to move it just out here, just to get it out of the way, because, I don't know, he can't really do anything right now. So, I just say to everybody, I'll turn these foul undead next time. Next time I get a chance. It sounds weird, really meta when I say next turn, but I will turn them soon. All right. That's good. Leave that. Cut everything else out.
Okay.
When you're editing this.
1, 2, 3. I think 3. Nope, 4. Actually, yep, 4. So take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Woohoo!
All right. That's awesome, guys. Yeah, that hurts.
Woohoo! Thanks, Jim.
They're going to move a bit. This one kind of moves towards, it gets up in a very unnatural fashion. Doesn't seem to waste any movement for that action. It kind of just is on, it's prone, but then it's not. It's really weird and creepy. This one continues crawling on the railing, muscling its way through the aura or the spell effect, gets to the other side, feels its feet kind of come down to rest, and then kind of lets go of the railing. This one, who is still holding on to the railing, is going to leap out from the railing. It falls upward for a second, and then it falls down, and then it kind of just peels itself off of the ground, much as I described. And actually, that was the one from the ceiling, sorry. This is the one that tossed itself upwards and then jumped out. And they kind of move around in this kind of position. This little guy reaches over with his long, spindly arms, grabs onto the other railing, and then starts crawling his way over towards Vrak. And this guy is gonna move next to his buddy here. This one is going to move over Oh. Yeah, so, got it. It's going to reach down, because it's up. Okay, so upside down, flip your script. It's standing next to Kelgar, whose hand just dropped the axe, and the axe fell to the ceiling. It reaches down and grabs a hold of the axe, and then raises it up to its face. And you can see this kind of weird kind of connection between its face, this black streaming necrotic pulse, and the axe. And you start to see Kelgar's form dissipate a bit. Alright.
Well, that's good, guys.
Yeah.
Kelgar casts Patronus.
A great development for us.
Kelgar seems to be kind of crying out in agony, which is a new thing for an Esper, I think.
That's not good.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Valette, go ahead and make 4 Constitution saving throws, and Brat, go ahead and make 1. Success, failure, success.
And then add 1d4 from Bless.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
13 total then.
That'll pass.
On the 11.
So that'll be a total of 4 successes. Let me roll some d10s here and half them. So 48, 68, 79. 79 half would be, hold on.
What is that, 39? Or, yeah, 39.
So it'd be 39 damage. This is necrotic.
No, yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to become present of mind. And then those are 4 separate things. Were they halved? Were they all less than 10 then?
So let me go ahead and give it to you. Sorry, I just had it. So 26 was the first one, so half would be 13. So 13. Actually, yeah, all of them will be less than the... Yeah, it's going to be DC 10s for the con saving throws.
Okay.
That's what we're gunning for, right?
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
Pass. Yep. Alright. And it'll go to Mr. Keen Eyes. Standing at the door, you've got 1, 2 that are... 3 that are in view? Yeah, 3 that are in view for you. So 3 saving throws. Success. You're good.
Nice.
So Byako's going to move here. And now he has both Asafune and Kitsujin. And so we'll attack with both of them.
Okay, don't rail. The second it swings on one of them, another one kind of turns and looks at it. You watch as both Esperetches fall to the ground. And Byako kind of like has this moment where he dissipates and then reappears.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Espers aren't going to work on these guys.
Yeah, we got to get him out of there.
Yeah, you can't fight the dead with the dead.
Right, man.
But it worked before. It worked before.
It worked before they had reactions, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely. So Ren is going to move out of the way.
Okay. That's where you're stopping?
Sure.
Okay. When you go back in, the jars do appear to be broken. The bodies of the Bodax appear to be inside of the space. What you realize, though, is it looks like there are strange kind of like cavities in the chest areas of these Bodax that look like they've been broken open. These massive forearm Bodax that look like they've been broken open and have kind of left this kind of fleshy tissue kind of just stewing in the remnants of this green, blackish ichor that they're floating in. As you kind of look at it and kind of see it, it looks like the one that you're looking at has about 7 of these fleshy pockets, maybe 8 of these fleshy pockets in this massive chest that have broken open in this way.
Gross.
All right. Sam.
Right. So, since everyone's concentrated up top, I'm going to try to be clever. I might be dumb. Okay. Go down this direction.
How many saves do I have to make from here? Is it just 2 or is it 3?
2. Yeah, that one's at a higher
cool.
advantage anyways, yeah.
That was a okay move. So I fortunately cannot be 5 below 13 anymore.
Fortunately
which
for
is
yourself.
Good.
So
yes.
that will be...
That's going to be a lot of damage, though.
It's not too bad. It's only 30 psychic damage for the 2 failures.
Yeah, I'm down to like.
Did you roll a 1d4 for bless?
For the
did you give me?
For the failure, it won't matter. I
didn't realize bless too. I thought it was someone else you gave it to. Let me roll.
Everyone but Frack.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let me roll 1d4 then.
And just so we have
13 total.
Just so we have the ruling specifically for that red, if that's a success on the second one. So only 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay, that's not bad.
But for the failure, had he rolled a 3 for that bless and got the number, he still would have failed because it's a fumble. The only thing that matters at that point after the 1 is rolled is whether or not it's 5 or less. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
That's fine.
Okay.
I was just...
You can't bless out of a fumble.
Yeah, I wasn't...
No worries. Go ahead.
Wasn't planning on it. I'm going to also move...
Okay.
him back. So he is out of Zave.
Right. With...
and then I'm...
Does he toss Selena back to you?
Bonus action, why not?
Yeah, well, keep in mind, you don't get the benefits for holding Selena if you're not holding Selena. So if you're going to cast spells...
Good to know.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Firebolt at that one.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit that guy.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
And then...
Just 9 points?
I'm going to move up there. Yeah, just 9 points.
That's
right?
That was a 3 to 10, yeah. Wow, that's bad.
That was just really shite, yeah.
Yeah. You distract him for a second. He kind of moves his head away, and there's kind of like this streaking moment where he moves his head away from the blaze hatchet. Calgar seems to have like this moment of respite, and then it kind of snaps back to the axe.
That's worth a shot.
No worries. Yeah. Sam, done. 1, 2. You'll take 10 points of necrotic at the end of your turn. Brack. Your sword is right about here. It's underneath Byakko.
Can I snap Osofune back to myself?
No, it's not in the hands of an Esper. And Espers can't pick them up.
Got it.
If I had more hit points, I'd run in there and grab it, but...
Yeah. There's a lot of Bodax.
Is it an action to pick something up?
No, it's an item interaction.
I'm gonna dash and get fucking Osofune quick then. That's
grab the other one too.
Yeah, you...
Oh yeah, I probably can't I?
I'll allow it. It'll be nice. You jump over the Bodax, roll, grab both of the swords. You can be adjacent to Byakko if you want.
Like there?
Yep.
Take DM inspiration for allowing that.
And sorry, when you start your turn, 1, 2, 3 Constitution saving throws. Success.
How'd I do?
Yeah, you
did so good.
You're great. At the end of your turn, you're taking 15 necrotic damage. All right.
No, that's okay. That's what this damage pool is. Oh no.
Yeah. Proxcar.
Wait, as a bonus action, so Fune to Sayer, because I haven't used my bonus action?
Yeah, you could.
Going to. And I want to move her out of the room a little bit.
Okay.
To like here, so I can still see her, but she's like ducked around the wall.
Perfectly acceptable.
Cool.
Yep, Broxgar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Constitution saving throws. Success, 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 success. One more. Super success.
Wow.
You said I had de-inspiration though, right?
I do have inspiration.
No. They said I have DM
No.
inspiration. I'm going to use it to give you the failure. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. It's not a thing.
I wish.
That's neat.
Not a thing.
Oh, man.
Okay.
That would hurt.
So currently, Blaze Hatchet is up in the air. It is in this creature's space.
And that's how far away from where Kelgar is.
20 feet above you. It's adjacent to Kelgar. But Kelgar cannot take it into his hands. He cannot perform action.
He's being sucked.
Well, that and also Espers can't actually physically manifest in the world unless they're given the Espers by you. And since the Espers have been taken away from them, they need to be retrieved by you and then given back to them if they're going to do it again.
I want to jump onto the roof.
Okay? If you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, if you hop along to get to, I'd say, this space, you'd fall 20 feet up. And since you're hitting
Acrobatic?
you're hitting on a Bodak. Do you have acrobatics trained?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
23.
Nice.
How many
Yeah.
turns has it been? Anyone keeping track of that?
Since when?
Because it's only a minute for that.
Circle.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it hasn't been 10 rounds.
No, it's only been
Oh, okay.
4.
It's only been a couple.
Okay.
4. And I'm able to...
I'm asking because I'm not keeping track, as you can probably figure out.
I'm able
Wait,
to...
we thought you were keeping track.
I'm able to track that with the Bodak at the bottom. Because he's slow crawling his way. But he's doing something. He's a time calculator. You land on the ceiling. And with a 23, you take no damage.
Alright, and I'd like to grab the axe.
Okay. So go ahead and make me an athletics check as you're trying to wrench it away from him.
It's pretty good for a weak old dude.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely impressed. You manage to reach in, kind of grab a hold of his arms. As you do so, you can see the kind of like Dementor style black kind of like sucking going from the axe to the Bodak, and it kind of, you wrench it away like you're stealing candy from a child, and it just kind of looks at you like super not happy about it.
That's probably an action to wrestle it away, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Alright.
Okay. Kelgar seems to kind of shake out of it, and you're both standing on the ceiling, now sort of Bodak. Bellet.
How many saving throws?
That'd be a total of 5.
Okay.
Failure. Success.
He gets his
Bless.
D4s. Yeah.
You can't fail on the second one, so it's only one failure possible. Just roll 1d4.
And I fail.
You failed it. You failed it. Let's see.
Yep.
It's gonna be.
Roll good, John. Roll good.
That's going to be 5,000 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
That
Hey,
was
John. You know what just happened?
What's up?
You chatted him.
You chatted him. Get out of there.
Hold on. 10, 7, and a 3. Hold on.
He needs to recount.
Yeah, I know that's accurate. Hold on. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
I really want to do damage, but I'm guessing I should probably move out of the way and heal myself for a turn.
Get out of there, yeah.
Yeah. Gilbert, try and keep everyone on their feet. I need to
I'm
take
gonna
care of
try.
myself before I rejoin battle.
I'm gonna try. Go ahead. I got a plan.
Sam is not worried.
Vrak is
10 times worse.
I've got a plan.
That's right. Never tell me the odds. So where are you moving to?
Alright, it doesn't matter. Basically it's trying to limit myself to just two auras. Things. So let's go there.
Okay.
I'm just double checking something real quick. I think that's
You're fine.
out of. Okay. So then we're gonna pop a. I'm still gonna take it from those dudes, but whatever.
No, if you. Yeah, you're fine. I didn't do the damage to Ren, so I'll be nice and I won't do the damage to the wall to you.
Alright, I'm gonna pop 60 of my lay on hands.
Okay.
So I have 61 health.
Welcome back to the fight.
Yeah.
Lord Gilbert?
Yes, 5. 5 con rolls?
Yeah, 5.
Alright.
And no Villette bonus.
I know.
This is my best chance for this to actually work. I hope.
Hey.
What? They killed
There it is.
Oh
my
god! One more. Wait, don't I get a D4 from Bless though still?
Yeah, blessed, don't
Yeah,
you?
you need a 4 on that 5. Otherwise,
It doesn't matter. It's a critical fail. It's a critical fail.
He still gets to roll he still gets to roll the bless to see how much he failed by.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So I'll just roll.
I'm gonna throw Gilbert my inspiration so he doesn't fail that.
on
Hey,
the
how come that was so high? Oh, that was a D20. No wonder.
So,
Can I do that?
so
Is
real,
that cool?
real quick on the 8, roll.
There you go.
What are you doing? It's so
I
hideous.
accidentally clicked it twice.
Why are you rolling
Sorry.
3? Why are you rolling 3? You don't need 3. You need 1.
I thought I needed it for the.
The roll is a
5
3.
and
It's
the
a 3.
13.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
so
So 8 plus 3 is
Yeah.
11, so it's less.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's inspirationing your fumble to a 15. So you.
Well, actually,
Sweet.
technical question on the failing by 5 or more.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity. So I know the DC you read was 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know also for a save, it's meet or beat.
Yep.
So does that mean it has to be 5 below 13 or 5 below 12?
No, it needs to be 5 below 13.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to check.
Yeah. So the basically that 8 that would have done him in. The 9 not so
Right.
much. So yeah, that when whoever said if he needs to roll a 4 on that 5, they were completely 100%. However, inspiration totally blocked my happiness.
Oh.
You did fail
know,
1
that's
though.
Sorry.
That's what you get for giving it to me.
That's fine. I'll never give it to you again.
You'll never get it again now.
You failed 1 though, so I do get to do some damage to you.
But guess what? I have my ring of psychic resistance on, so it's just psychic damage,
Yeah,
right?
this is psychic damage.
I get a half it.
So 27,
Wow.
27 half would be 13.
Okay, 13. That's good.
Yep. And then your turn.
All right. What I would want to do is first thing I'm gonna do is look up at Broxgar. Does he have his Esper? His Esperage?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Well, then I would look at him and say, "Good job, Broxgar, but stop acting like freaking Lionel Richie and get down here." That's a free action.
It's a stretch of a reach of a attempt at a referential joke, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this straight up. Everyone
Do it.
currently, if you have inspiration, remove it. Remove inspiration from
I
everyone.
uninspired you guys. Man, I'm gonna take the feat inspiring leader next time, just so that
I'm not
I
serious.
Can
Keep
do
your
So,
inspiration, but
wait, if we don't have inspiration, does that mean we get negative inspiration?
inspiration.
Yeah, we got -1
Like,
inspiration.
if we choose to, we can fail a roll.
Or you can
All
force Kevin to fail a roll.
Forced me to fail a roll, which is not hard. So I'm gonna look at these Bodaks and I'm gonna say, get behind me. Hold out my symbol of dim. Somebody's coughing over top.
Yeah, it was Zach.
Hold over my symbol of dim and turn undead, man. This
Okay.
is turning undead. Is that what I do? Or did I click this? I guess I click this. Right now, since I have my Esper, get +2 to my DC save, so I'm at DC 20. So
Okay.
they have to do a DC 20 Wisdom save if they're considered undead, which would be awesome.
They certainly are.
That is certainly awesome. I hope I get rid of these sons of bitches.
They all rolled natural 20s.
Yes.
And that'll be all the 5 that assaulted you. Okay.
Yep.
So the 2 in the top corner there, those ones are chill.
All right.
They seem fine. These other 3, not so much. Now, I know that at 5th level, clerics get destroy undead, but I think that's only for like challenge rating fractions, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's pretty. I think it's pretty low.
Well, it levels up, but it levels up
Right now, I think
slowly
he's-
over time.
Right now, he can do up to CR3.
Yeah,
No.
these are
No,
bigger
I can only
than
do
that.
up to CR2 right now because CR3 comes at 14th level and I'm
Okay.
only 13.
These are bigger than that. So no big deal.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So they
They'll
are
run
going
away.
to spend its turns trying to move away from you, dashing and dodging. Got it.
Right. And so I'm wondering, will they still be able to do their effects then if they're not, since they're frightened?
They don't actually take actions to perform their
Okay.
effects. So yes,
Sweet.
they
Sweet,
will
all right.
they will continue to use their effects.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
Okay.
their passive abilities. The only thing that they've been doing as an action is trying to focus their gaze on you. But anyways, it's the end of your turn.
Okay, how? No, it's not.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I still
No, it's
have
not.
bonus action, right?
Keep going, Kevin.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna use all this shit. All right. I would say like we got to get out of here, guys. Now the people that really need to get out of here are me. And I think Brock's probably doing pretty good.
Actually,
So I'm gonna use my. But what?
go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm gonna use step together and get. So if you want, you can get the hell out of here right now. You get to move your. You get to move freely as a bonus action, right? Allow myself and every ally I can see within 120 feet to move your speed, and you can't get attacks of opportunity and all that shit.
Okay.
So
So
we can get the hell out of here.
everyone go ahead and do that same thing for your Esper Edges. And I just saw Tim's post in the chat. I'm also pretty tired. I've been up since 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Same.
And this fight is not going as quickly as I had anticipated.
Right.
Because they
Yeah,
are
me neither.
pretty vulnerably weak to just massive damage, and everyone tried to do the Esper Edge gimmick. I thought it would do. I
Yeah.
thought one person would try it, and it'd be like, "Oh, don't do it anymore." But several of you tried.
Well, it worked one time.
It worked.
Yeah.
I'd made a point to say like they didn't have the reactions. Like it was like. I mean, yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. So everybody, make your movement. Go ahead and take your free move. No opportunity attacks.
Let's get the hell out of here, guys. Let's regroup up north. Well,
All right. It's how much of your speed?
Your base speed.
Your-
Yeah.
your full movement. You could also move your Esper that speed, same speed.
Right.
You ignore difficult terrain as long as it's non-magical. But
And
Best I can do.
Proxcar, if you want to jump down from your position, go ahead and just make an acrobatics check.
you can do it, Brox.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to move my full speed. It's
You-
silly.
Like a cat.
Check that
You can
out.
get here. And he could get
Sweet, do it.
probably right behind.
Yeah. All right, I got us out of there, guys.
I'm still not out of there.
Don't forget Kelgar.
Oh, you're right here.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't move really that much further. Unless
Oh,
I want to
okay.
be in view of a bunch
Okay.
of Bodaks.
So, Lord Kirgozler's turn concludes. Literally, that will be the stopping point for the session. Next session, I'll be starting with Bodak Assault on you guys, and we'll just continue through the laboratory at that point.
Sam is gonna die.
Possibly.
Good
Thanks for
No, you
watching.
won't.
And,
night, everyone.
yeah, have a great night.
Yeah, good night, everybody.